wọ́n ti lẹ́nu náà. Káyé wò wọ́n yé.
na ye bomode timi ede aguri mo semeba eba be rame timi eba mo ne ye brada ye bana ya ba be din koma hodo na ebo na hyehyera koye pa timi ere ama sero nim no ye no tima ko sise no no bebo ede apai mo ne apage mo ye live on Fakye TV on join here awo akonya zo be join here on YouTube Fakye TV usato so a wa subscribe wa bomode ja o comment on our like wa sa bomode timi a share na bo na ma koye pere am on Facebook no Fakye TV and also no on Satoswa or DNA so babo ho modern also no wetimi ja comment na nema ada ye pray timi ada mande UEFA Champions League night ni na ze nyumei wine ram the grand finale margin chenember on Facebook mebana mababe kenke timi ada mama oze dodo na era ne omo abomode timi a join ye wo hono ma ye bre na ye reram na ye din koma odo na na ntoto na koyie pa timi ada ma wo hon tun join ye live on Facebook Fakye TV weja comment no making kind and sana luta ba ediako amanone na bwana ne makwera ma SMS no and on the WhatsApp line here 020-754-3637 020-754-3637 embwa na ne mandeda de bafia eberi nkomo ha ho behia se hat folk benya technical director na enomo legends ni bia kasa etimi area fan wa team ni pay for ni bi so edidi nkomo etimi area fan latest update on your June 19th team na any coach Ojame Makrobia Komasi Asante Koroko Abdul Karim Zito yes in ejuma no ya Jerry Finin Samane Hamza Mohamed Neba ababe taking charge ni na be na ye didi de hon komo na fi Steven Amankona odiri se level no ni goals no obono odize say ne yem Black Stars Unity Cup ye be kwa kobo no UK no ye fa ne nka ho bia na ni ne be ruram na afiara news awdo e be to aso etimera wantine Inter Barcelona wa manone why na ujiri so obo modia carry the day dini Abu Dhabi beti lutanka Habib Mohamed Ricardo Vaz and afenu Dimaisho omo motechi executive no Abrantia, your friend and Nas and Afi Gilbert and so no her board the chido and which you know you will be at say Julius MC Malik and I also and Nancheno na just say are you Philip Mo at teach center Mwako Murphy Edi Nafi Abrantipa ya Sase so munye bwana Reche Jakama Nechi Urama Wamsi Awa Akio Lana Fi Junior omunyina ka bo bwana ne madaye pa etimi ediamont ye bana ya den won kitu e biara ba ye koba Kekwan, here Bob Modena Diaka, out to also 8 Mira Marama Gencheno, Obetimiera by in a form of test message Inter Barcelona, free on aggregate wine a bombardin, etimi a qualify 020-754-3637, 020-754-3637. Medamo, Meba, Pememana Ba, or Banawa Bombardina Manonenseno, Ere Atuaso, 8 Mira Mamo. Jumadi Kesi Rosso Store, Erasu Jena, so Aye Juma Kama Pa, Etimiere Mamontun join here, also Wakwenya Sobe join here, Fakye TV on Facebook, on Satoswa, while like wa share, wa comment, Nanema Kuye Pere, Ma Fakye TV on YouTube, Unya be subscribe na po, Nanshishena da Diera Mamanza Kofo, here your messages do na Eba, Daniel Dasowa, Barcelona will lose today, Inter will qualify, and Afia JT Sowa Barcelona qualifies tonight, inshallah, na kudos to the Black Celite for their win yesterday. Gunshot Budi, Nidiano. Good evening, my boss, international. No, yet the other Ebabi Ramewano, never say, the Akanani, the Iramno, Senisiete, any other, two sort of Madia and Rebecca, Yakikeriama, Interbasa, why not Gidis and Ne, all Modena was secure qualification, Anima, I did not impress me at 020-754. 3637 020-754-3637 Nanyama Akuyuso Etmiera Mama. Also on the WhatsApp line to Donald Yomodiaba. Hi, good afternoon, Abu. Good afternoon, Abu and you crew. This mingle today be today. Some people will be happy and others too will be sad. Thank you. the oppo the area no and I will so say hi I'm Aseda from Sweden. What was the final score between Fakye and Hot Watu? About trouble boy 3-1. Why? Now match you confirm one some my man cancel munyasem. Inter will win. 2-0. Yeah, also a bomb dear the room. I Fakye greetings goes to my mother Georgina Omari and in Sawamousu Nedio Nonso Etimiareba Ebabe Ramono. Good afternoon to you guys. I would love to see Inter Milan play with Arsenal in the Champions League final. I'm watching Ebenezer watch you live from Figase. Can you extend my greetings to my love you I personally do poku inside Figase as soccer to Ricardo Vaz. Keep up the good work. I love you guys. Yeah, I say what the other by hi Fakye Sport. Good afternoon and keep up the good work. And Barca will beat Inter by 2-0. Barcelona all the way. Busibi from Mbiasi Suta in a Pristia, Huni Valley Municipality, on the Fiaba, Ebabe Ram to do not do almost the end. Manembra, Yaba can get near a man, send a year WhatsApp, a year Facebook, a YouTube, no. The big game no send us 0207543737. Mamma, Mamma, Mana Quaba, Yen Ram Ken, Bibi Abo there.
Brakoku, Nyamiatum now swear.
So, wedding, Baby, I'll feel so near my she. Oh,
Nyamiatum, your dear Nijian couldn't dear the buy. Yeah, listen about cool at the grind. Your friend Kofi, Yamin Shanapa, yeah, and them Nam Council by me, drew and I was saying, who watermelon be, no send me pay to Kano too. Uhumian with Dimrika, Baso and Ra, well, who may and pay well, who may not. No fisherman chap on them saying, yeah, was so bad, she a bunny crewing in a famaye. Your carbon test one, you know, Jumana, you know. As soon as you do be biasi, Mungus support you na no mas be kuyi dia mamo.
But all the other cobara, or call your Facebook page, you are a pool near the auto Inter Barca.
Okay,
one out Gillies in your own is that one echo.
And the Bako say I'm tells as a cotachi alpay.
Dabi,
walk on Kotobo paya, cotachi chowder, or chawa unsa wosere, unsa umuna.
Oh, okay.
No, when you may any ya, and that back when in Benya. Na a bad day.
Mate.
Barcelona for a church. I'm
on this we are also on Facebook. Do not more messages no eba or more juma. Douglas Sochi watching live from Tepa and Yinan Susu, Ura speaker, MON-FRI, Ramedama, Pa Day, PD, and also the Inter to qualify. Uzaif Jalo, good afternoon, Abu Inter 2 Barca 1, Kwame Pablo Jr. I'm Pablo, listening to you from Toronto, Canada. Abu DIABY, greeting to Vras and the crew, Mate. So Nana Kwabne Jan, Barca to Inter 1, Africamis Hua, Nadia Rosa Mochu live from Napoli. Greetings to all Akima Chiansi people, Ibrahim Dion also, dear Ram Frankie doing good afternoon. Inter will trash on this evening. The other by and no Desmond Black Barca to Inter 1. Trader Hene, Moju live inside Trader. Good show. His son Kweku did that. Watch you live from Doman Krankwanta, Ose Inter Madrid. MZ Ken, Teams Libya Kikabuba. Omo person we ni ade aduro nim vim na wo de aba no mami ja mu fa ma won na ye de we ni mame ne enkofa ba pe na de
mate brakwaku na gelbeto redia and 7 p.m. adade ni poso iconic San Siro ho and Inter Barcelona first leg Opeka Spain equate 3-3 and why not advance akopem the final stage ebeto dwa Allianz Arena Germany manum na epic game so far mame predicted a lineup Inter why mun na Bibia ansisa openina your friend Simone Inzaghi ebetwa mo masha sedama Inter Bobo Kono nese goalkeeper Yan Soma and no Kuruma Inter team no omusomo ni Gidie Pampe adea penalty shootout or high percentage record omo Gidie Mapa se ne game travel kodu penalties Yan Soma boatwen Inter amometuma qualify kopiem or the final stage and what you Roma nese Denzel to face and na yechama that's as a right wing Opejina or Bra Bisek eja the right back but Inter or 3 back system no na Sabane fan Archebi etmeja the center back Alejandro Bastoni asobejina pe na yenya Timako no Opeka first leg na ka the star boy Lamine Chama aka okuno na so ene betwe de besi so betuma sata the star boy am a player kama and Chebenya Paina, your friend Nicolo Barella, Onu Pejabi, Hakan Chanoglo, Henrik Mikitarian, Omu Epejnam, Okwanimua, Yepenya Lotaro Martinez, and Marcus Turam, on Pelida Takama Kama, Mami Kem Promo, no, you're trying to Barcelona, or Mami Piazza Samba Shas here, I go to Pa Shasne, or Bodjo to Bruta, and we see in chair, Nefna Sumin Hinumupie, and watching Paina, your friend Garcia, Epejnam, not by never Paul Kupose, Ronald Arojo, and Martinez, Abo, Achilona Convifia, your Frankie Young, Pedri, not Lamine Jamal, the star boy, then Omo Rafinha, not Paul Torres, that's all Roma friend Torres, no, while he attack come and play a camera, and we are there by video for the game, and we are inte, Omo I promo for the game, said in the game to draw, and the game Kutua, a Dajadi Puso, Yem Philly Omo promo game, no, not Yen Chakakra. And now Roma here chechamo aso etiamamono and no at the became my second leg Jofa Dupa Lucrative Champions League Uramo semi-finals and yet taya bakubesu bakwen benya besen ketago na mame Robert Lewandowski reporter meeting in area as on one kasa catch manager your friend Hansi Flick as so besrenata where you fit ane or many lead attack no many shake game na say na ojide ma person only the Barcelona attack na on Robert Lewandowski no ma be kama e ma Barcelona boboko no na mame Barca supporters no omonya touch down Milan passes and makumako 5 and Barcelona fans no e defeat Barcelona chronom abe pm e Milan wo Italy na twa passes makumako 5 omuja be pm Milan na se omu touch down na nsuo no anya gugu kakra o twane on Fakye TV a Barcelona supporters and omude passes makumako 5 every Barcelona omabe pm as for Milan omu attach down omu prepare as ombe Ramos San Siro I'm a blast with my camera no omu touch it down omu chansampa ya pa ma yedo omu ma Germany tete etwitoga los años nunca lo vamos a olvidar. Te tiramos arriba, te fuiste a la montaña, pero regresamos de nuestra ciudad. Págate de división para poder ser campeón, te daremos por tu desaparición. No, because as I won't tear, and I was so weird today. Now we try Barcelona fans from Spain. I'm with the Barca's 5. I touch it down Milan. I'm going to touch it down. Now I was serious in Milan supporters are. And what Italy knows and Barca for no. I'm my boss, so I can only draw my presence. And my player camera supporters can simply. Oh, yeah, bar the star boy bar, the man of the moment. Where your friend Rafinha. As well, bar na mami Skunte also a pra game on Timobe na the flight when you touch it down Skunte baba support team no I'm a blast with my camera and in the game battle Barca or more a different Skunte and a few flight Monsieur a bro in the bag no supporters be sportino a Chinese kakra Edma Skunte our flight to my beer as what me a camera na Uramo Panyavan Hansi Flick you see a esi muaduma kroma abokoton fa ho so for sisa place me anui wo hu de ne e wo so chance back Rona Daro and Gerard Martin sa place me anui and there has flicks away and one final chance here oh the left back on Leandro Bade wo pra on to left back and has flicks and between Gerard Martins and Boyna Rona Daro why and chance here and no idea by breaking it down now one Gaspar I a former Barca president and what in St. Pierre now in some of our former Barca president and the church this week a Petra glory week and a holy week and it was all penny Saturday was in the game put away Persante El Clasico S.A. Tuja and La Liga and Madrid ebe PM Barca home among the people so say no mu winning na Sunday almost say winning na ABOU week way ebe glory holy week at the Amo Barcelona and then some of Pena and maybe Trump no Barca president even one Gaspar and the Tuja Jamo now was if we were eliminated and was in no cocochia Barca be film ensida na se Barca film so Barca season enye negative obi kaso season I very bad and you some of Pena Tuja ye Jamo tamamo mam wala porter or Pena as Joan Babo pick and Pia I was both team management ekosia na omo ekotiti kakra eno Roma Milana restaurant your friend a Krakow restaurant and I'm paying for Koshako didi SIA meeting kakra na boss even wala porter presido and a leading boss delegation or branch of former Inter or skipper and the Uramo Pajmatmomo as an executive member Javier Zanete as well LED Inter team and my management to Pama BPA as well to me a kama and no ed Daye Jamo and some Pineba na mam Inter Milan almost supporters at Champa Upemo Piazza Duma or Muna Nepo home or Muna Milan City Omudia almost at Champa or Krema Piania to one fear or Inter season way a bar team and one team home a Mutimnetea or Mupa qualify and we Inter almost supporters and Yanshi Jama and we Inter almost supporters and no Pima almost head of the big game in Jamsam as to Adamano now Mammy from to the search now big game back to and we Inter Tima you're very PSG a Papa Arsenal now Lewis Enrique a PSG manager what in some Pierre Tuja you'll be so far almost season a better 10 point at the moment also that be you got a 10 pointer game against Manchester City south time no more difficulties him no more a lot of problems to solve a game no I'm a player kama and no confidence and one kasano and ya DSS game against Arsenal and about the 10 point and I'm a PSG Poboko no mami Dembele and no Roma PSG training no the papa the mosquito boy and only PSG team to be a training I'm a Lewis Enrique breaking it down at myself for the last 2 days Dembele and it to make my trainer only dispose China or Madame PSG on Poboko against Arsenal now mami 8 team and PSG I'm training Ankasa and Patrago Pramanuswa no matter so no any PSG from team no I'm training I'm ball at touch and ball a touch and go your drills I'm a player fly now mami time I know prepare pitch or when you're brutal ultra park the bronzer but the PSG so makai now ultra so far preparation anymore one num so now SCS one champa or when you're from a player kama and who at the door ye chechamo as to Jamana Rebel Enrique a PSG boss or so or we see Mikel Arteta the best of luck name Enyechina was say or season no or we see all the best that's what China came in come and ye Luis Enrique and at the San Tuja or we was say Dembele or Mono Bompa body and said Dembele be out no massa and Mujajje at Tujamo Bonnie a fit of a ball Hakim Ashraf and the Tuja also best PSG supporters the Amunche Edmond against Manchester City Omunya Bisamo na Omu promise against Arsenal on Pramum feeling palm on Promo Monioche on Best mesra se nyame power china supporters in tawmache omo Arsenal senyo omo and the supporters are very loud ye tete and you some Hakimi Ashraf and they took a ye cham tamamo no was came against Manchester City now no very difficult was when we were in difficulty say supporters tawmache na ochina we will do everything to give them back more and make them happy and no and some Ashraf Fakye and they took ahead of the game now mami Arsenal training upema good news about the Ricardo Calafiori etmi a training one during timber training Martin Odegaard omunya training Partey aso ababaka uche Arsenal training na uche Mora na uche omu processor echese ampa omu mudini ye for the game ebe toja ewo Paris nyame pachina enu edetawa ye breaking it down na ye checha mu yompo aso edamamo na mame mfanto enem aso pema Inter so far omoni opre omusomo Olympic Marseille player ye Luis Enrique na so from the 30 million euros akopem Olympic Marseille ama Marseille for catch on samasa agro and womani so me patch reporting say boy the price no 30 million euros and Olympic Marseille pay the so Roma team even Inter at the 25 million euros and acquire ama team Olympic Marseille at me rejected they made a deal pet me I go through omo e wo be 10 days on be finalize it no I'm a player come over the final stages and no enter pa me jam na mame fanto anem I said Napoli omo abrantia your friend Lord Bodka na sa plan ye so prayer and Stanislav Lord Bodka na Lord Bodka na jamete and you say recovery ya kama rehabilitation ogusawo ye game against Lecce and I'm tell say o prayer reporter ever so bet my fine for the next game somber ball na opanyere Luciano Spalletti on the bench Scudetto di Napoli na wababo until in Sempio tuga was opanyere Laurentiisa when Napoli president opanu owanero emani fani supino enko Antonio Conte so abra oji Scudetto edima Napoli opanyere president in subino aba no so opanyere bia won pese obiabe take decision where kabi and kabi na obesnesa Antonio Conte obey adwuma waye no omani free hands no formal adwuma na obesne no ese what is Juventus pe Antonio Conte na se eba ese season para wiye na Juve ese mo pe konta ompe ko manya konta ompe ko Roberto Mancini e wakowe so mo nsa ebetuma ka Mancini e ready ese onya team no be coach Jamie Sekilini e ya da Mancini enu airport ametia mi jama breaking it down na Owuraba Luciano Spalletti and I didn't say what to do esa brano coach Inter na Owurabia obadma more Icardi na the agent osane yiva $1 at the assembly babonte ebe tuga na assembly a bomb or the same people to say was some Inter Milan e sign better players e mani kuno serve ya obetma shemogos assembly players ni dry o mo ka assembly nyade channel pa na players no aba in the office on coaching office at in some other terms assembly player no actually dia tuga no try o mani nyo ho e mani frɛ Icardi say omrabe pacho Icardi catch om say the yere no ekasas an agent na mum wan kasasa the yere into a pacho a enye ye ontimi ma bontima pacho eno edeta o na foreign vet enya a breaking it down wakache Xabi Alonso ss one enya no Real Madrid no kwa o person ontimi ni nachi enko Real Madrid only team of person ball eye ba munchen eno person ball na mum so kaso be ko Real Madrid a birthday edamano jam say team of Leverkusen as officially ba munchen fa eye proposal biamae obiamfa offer biame to my name as some perform vet na mum player no was sorry to onya team a jefreno eye ba munchina eno bebo eno airport ametia mi checham edamamo na mame fanto anem as opema ene Jamal Musiala esu etimi abaya pro prayer no for the first time wotimi ba back ehu no I was Zabla Strabza I want team eye training am a prayer kama na utwana no madidem kama na utwa team friend ba munchina o mama Leroy send 10 days take it or leave it. Almost so far. And yeah, they send a contract to me improving on. And yeah, just say, or man signing on bonuses. Or best I want Sanyasa on pay withdraw after 10 days. Now, or man crying, no 15 call and no idea by Manchester United. As some game on Thursday. Or pay Tifo. I'm Bruno Fernandes. I'll prove it Tifo. As some when you're bomb papa or man to Tifa on Thursday against Bao Club. No, I'm pay and that's why. Yeah, Judge, I'm not Casemiro. As an Manchester United team supporters and Dobeka, thank you. We supporters we are who a difficult moment. Who are brand new question. We support to so we are the best. Said we are to me attend things around. Becca, thank you. Actually, Manchester United supporters and we are Casemiro. Now we're more athletic club. More air battles against Manchester United. Mami Nico Williams and that non-quiet personal training with the ball. And what the ball air drug kakra. Na oje and no air down there mumura. Nini opinion for Inyake Williams. Or no there or no esono. So far onyenye out with there. One plan your friend or air sunset. Or munyano a yadese or mumu training personally. Nemu and yadese out of Manchester United. Or mu a gamer. Or muni athletic club. A pesino or munya out. And no air there by me breaking it down. Number Jechamo. As for a damamo Jumadian so you go breaking on down. Now Mamin Fantuanem. And so Ramos Spanish Football Federation. Our president or Pain Rafael Lausanne. And I didn't send Petuta as ahead of the Copa de Refana. Referee for Ricardo de Burgos. The press conference or quiet and yet the best. Or Bacasa and yet Debabwa. Now or see so far. Or Babo referees now so changes be able to mapa on implementing AI. Artificial intelligence from next season. Now Mama Biaso Ayekama. No so Pain friend Medina Cantalejo or Pain Airport Juma Papa about on the Presido Edima Spanish Referees Association. The Juma Paini Bono or Airport about someone said Baby to my Kama and you some around that to Oko Manchester City or player of the month for April or more at the Amapoina. Your friend Nicolas O'Reilly or no and or Monte South Passpodiano or Monte Amanse player of the month and no at the Tower. Ye church I'm breaking it down. Not yet Amamo. Now Rama Edison. Itiad team no all itiad. Or mu a pushy pasasama. Or mu report I'm said 22 to 25 million euros. Or mu bet me the Bremen City. No mabe fan in a call. No Mami Victor Osimhen. And the Uko Pemo take ya. Or run quiet ad or advertising ye. Now so far was say Urama or Kolonchi or Jeezy. Me patro or say on the advertising face. At my Jeezy. Now or sin or your penalty challenge be and your Osimhen. And there's a penalty challenge, you know. Now or say on the bar up by one to just 1.5 years. Now Kodano in the family happy. I will a Galatasaray will take it. The near to Papa or can send Piente Summer Victor Osimhen attitude.
Çok keyif aldım. Daha önceki röportajlarımda söylediğim gibi şu anda burada olmaktan dolayı keyif alıyorum ve keyfini çıkartmaya çalışıyorum. Burada inanılmaz bir taraftar grubu var. Özellikle Türk halkı futbolu çok seviyor. İnanılmazlar. Büyük bir tutkuyla bağlılar. Ben ve ailem burada olmaktan dolayı çok mutluyuz. Özellikle kızım 1,5 yaşında olmasına rağmen Galatasaray maçlarını biliyor, bunları söylüyor. Ve burada olmaktan dolayı hem ben hem ailem hepimiz çok mutluyuz. Ayrıca Galatasaray Türkiye'nin en büyük takımında da görev almaktan dolayı çok mutluyum. Şu ana kadar burada olmaktan dolayı çok keyif aldım. Daha önceki
Victor Osimhen and I will send a launch and I say what didn't send you to gas and niaje or kasa upre city bakwa or kwen niaje pa urama na say Turkey or Istanbul niaje papa and we have some of there to now so far player biso enya a2 game ban and Nicolo Zaniolo after Romani Fiorentina or game na Romani Fiorentina game no uko Roma Sofia so is offensive West Edema referee and to 2-game ban and omote ama a player no and no edeba na mami APFA Premier League fans player of the month. So from the nominations now up Alexis McAllister Sasso Ella Ucha MON-FRI esu enya nomination Nico O'Reilly enya a nomination and Morgan Rogers enya nomination and Ucha a boy na your friend or a Strand Lawson enya nomination and Uramane Leandro Trossard so enya nomination boy na Jeffreno Lucas Paqueta report amete so far 2 things next month in Fifio and I'm the verdict in baba either on be declared as an innocent and now say on be banning from football on to insaka BM na CBF on president report amete as opinion no so far no betimi asacking from next month yes fraud be as so bombon ho and no dey free CBF for Brazil omo president asoye ba ye checha mu ne breaking it down na ye de amamo e wo dwumadie no so na me patro ma me mfanto anem ese ukokoroma e ya de sekas FIFA omo atimi a rejected club America patro urama nese e team e fe no e club Lyon obekaya omo de e appeal bi koda cars ese e ba FIFA club world cup ya twa omo do mafrim omo ntiase patro cars atimi a rejected club Lyon omo appeal omo de report time to FIFA ebe stage playoff match between Club America and Los Angeles FC bossa dia nurse the winner benya de akonya akwakosi aka FIFA Club World Cup no am a break come no and a club Lyon so this statement about just after cast edo omo de bae eso omo regret ya just omo nya happy with the ruling cast eso edi aba no edi dawa ye jejam Raymond Ala Consiu Edma Betis also omo position omo sanguso person Anthony ebeto so another loan edi amo mama bibia eso etimi aye fine edi amo Anthony akana brabo mu nsem was masa enya better so chef football say na butu kran wonya bi opon school a wodin yam kom ene training ekosi akan na brabo mo den Edmond Anthony was obeda Betis was say obai be piem Betis no omo gige no so omo so so was baby ofin no masa enye pokone Betis Anthony na dina brabo mo nsem aso di tudwa na me patro mi wi no wurama real Betis ukopiem mo IG page omo the statistics ato Vinicius Junior and Anthony 2025 since Anthony Johnny Betis no omunya statistics all competitions Anthony about 20 games was 7 goals 4 assists and finish on junior 2025 24 games 5 goals 3 assists and also etimiaye and no edetawa yet na the prime minister ewo Valladolid and me patro wakasa was it the adebeboa Ronaldo Nazario ese obeton real Valladolid team no obeton na team na the new face amabiako yenyasa no kwani nyame anim nie ekwaya supporters ne buo safe no omo se Ronaldo Nazario obefa real Valladolid team no ni din no enye no ono muhunu no ewo team no the bia relegation omo kono mo ba no man kwento besre eno prime minister of Valladolid no obesre se Ronaldo nton team no na sikafo bi mefa team no na team nya akono bash digital satellite adaroma enampacho ne yede ensempi ebedamo na me patcho bass men kancho se ba di code down sensama for ni chemo na so na Champions League no ma be koye edamawa ubede bi ahwo betra wo dam so fam na so di code papa na ote ebema na bash se men kancho se adepie fa di code down se wutu akoton se wankasa na uyusu uwa adwuma uye hotel adwuma uye restaurant uye pub o customers bawa omo per matches ahwe omo per programs bash se bra no benya di code bosu mu betu sika ketua bi match bia wi aso benya bi ahwe program bia no benya bi ahwe bash no was door to door services ogusu ye wo fie ba bia wo bia no di code no nya problem enso to anet tiko awia bo anet tiko mframe fa net tiko scratches ba ni nyina obeba behwe asiese ni kama ma o kuma se Abripo Junction udu Abripo Junction pe was say memuso bia na ntbe 2 minutes brand ho udu Abripo Junction also pe eye ship mu anase Kotoko Junction okowa no wo fe no 0556 287757 0556287757 na yesi akoda wanso oni a was say Ronaldo Junior CR7 international budiabi Ronaldo Nebano ene Portugal obeka se be story say o akwanya so otimisi akadema amama ahodobi na ene de obefa ne papa na achi obebo ma Portugal under 15 o ma fra akoda no
wow good news Mark
Ronaldo Junior
we don't still our mom teach any teach Amobehe. Yo, yesi na Unia. Ebia no betimi aswechi
Oh, yes.
Emre nkrabia na
Yes.
beche. But a good news there ma Cristiano Ronaldo ni
likely say one any papa one chom bo abomansa no retire.
Ronaldo there so no.
So one any pani na be just the same
Is
team.
it ebiensi da ayi Gudjonsen ya no ball Chelsea ni Barcelona. Unze uko Iceland ah. Omo sheda ni players e bro so ni adia. Ona de papa. I mean the first game of boy ko ba be you no ne papa de fi bibi sa. Eti ready we about Portugal no ze mu eden kakra. Abara akra no she goals o she goals pa.
Omo juvenile side no.
Yeah.
Adwuma wo bon ho no.
O she goals pa.
Sika wo fio. Ti papa first kasa. Akra isu be first kasa.
Okay, sir, as we know about to only answer a chance and you see, but
I did no. So when nim ni maame. Ni maame so ntimi ma bonte me kasa me bani.
Na wajiska be ka dey. Wajiska dey na be ka.
People bra o.
Wajiska dey na be ka.
Maame mpasa me no wo. Ya wi ya no wasan contract du sika. Wontimi ni akonya so ba wi asa be kasa me bani eda. Na oba no so agine sika. Na no hwe oba dia wo yi ya.
Ken, poni dize bibini o.
Bibini dia ka oba ba. Sakoba. Me senka busa kra be fa busa fe to to. Me ba no. Ka before
ba ba ke ba te why the soul score line also over mame
score line
Inter Barcelona
game no kwa mote Inter be 2-1 B
sa Abate, but as a pastor, I could use over journey on Facebook, Fakye TV. Now, all the other bar. Lily Nick, Barcelona 3 Inter 1. Desmond Black, Barcelona 2 Inter 1. Prince George, Major, in Dunkwa, Barcelona 3 Inter 1. In Ketia Wisdom, Yahu Emoji Sareba, Bobby Roman, and Aquabrijan, Barcelona 2 Inter 1. The Alonso Eboma, the other good heart. Barca Rain, Nana Jema Inter will qualify the Alonso, the Area non Tuzo, Maldi Anema, Nayan King Kai. Enfama kama pa anane kunsu kojo chrome ne dia no Barcelona win by 2-1. Kwaku did that Inter 2 Barca 1 astonished banner. Why Barcelona is not part of the FIFA Club World Cup and all laughing emoji etimi ramo pencil John Barcelona is training at ease. Kweku Chum. Good afternoon, Abu Dhabi Fakye Sports Crew. I'm a wise day and I'm watching you live from Seria Samineso in the Western North region. Fakye Sport MON-FRI Inter is going to qualify your Iranono Abdul Rahman Islam. Barcelona will win by 2-1. And here do also a team by other messages are in every Ramono Omar Rich Inter 1 Barca now Ahmed Misha Visca Barca and Afisono Obama Steven Ato Inter 2 Barcelona 1. The also bomb there Filippo Kwabre Kasem. Filippo International Milan will eliminate Barcelona tonight. Greetings to my daughter Frempong Manson Echa Felix and my mother Antimary of Geneso Ransford Hardy from our title contenders to fighting for top 4. And on the live emoji February GH all the best to the team Barcelona Moving Boys and Jaro Stone. Hi Fakye, I'm watching you guys from actually so in Nkranza South the Odeba Ebabe Ramu Enono or for you Esther. My name is Wise Junior and I'm watching live from Kibi. Today Barca win by 2-1. Eddie Kobe. All what I know is Hala Inter and a dark Isaac Barcelona. We go again, boys. Vimno Obomodie Editwaso Maniama Didadimpa. Ransford are the friendly reminder that if Manchester United win the UEFA Europa League, Chelsea will drop out of the Champions League to play Europa. The also Abomodie Etimi Eddie Eromo and the Kofi Ajiman Black Man. Good afternoon, you live inside Pig Farm Accra and also Abomodie Ramtimandi on the first Facebook Oba Fakye TV you join here. Now one pomodija comment on big game no why na airing it on the WhatsApp line. I'm also do na ewa mebana mababe kinkai 0207543637 0207543637. Hi Fakye Sport, good afternoon and keep up the good work. Barca will beat Inter by 2-1. The also no ebo modi etimi edi area mono and I wish you the good afternoon. My name is Desmond Black from Kintampo. Barcelona 2 Inter 1. Barca is qualifying tonight. Visca Barca or the Aram. I know they are all doubting Barcelona to qualify tonight, but we will do the right for. Remember, Abu Senior Kapaku GH Nedio also at the Aram. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm a Wise D and I'm watching live from from Serie A. So the Western North Fakye Sport, MON-FRI, Inter is going to qualify. You're the area, no. Hello, my name is Awefo Steven, Barcelona all the way. You're the Ebeno. Good afternoon, Godfather. I hope you and you guys are doing well. We are doing very well. Barcelona is training tonight. Fakye Sport, Papa. Is your boy Kobe Yesu. Cash, nothing. No, but more than edify emojis, It's me, Ram. Good evening, Abu. Barcelona will qualify today. This is from El Chamano, Serie A Safo, and also Eddie Ramo. Good evening, I'm Majid watching live from Akona. No matter what happened, Barcelona is winning today, inshallah. And on the 12th, Timadi Anambra, near KK Timia from Anamono, Makan Etimera chose ne Edro Bakwa, and Amayatani Ata. Ejume Bonnie Adia, I know a dimpa, ne or Sasabro. Usisi yo ya ewa unso 9 mu hihyew and afro baby yo ya me pacho ene doctor Dawood abomodea Dawood aba hospital no mo edisa ndupa na bedwama so ankofo age atuma omobobo pa na do we no we baby afefa ene ne machines awodo na ya bomode area performance na de bedwama so ne chesa ampa ejina prane pa dino eye Dawood 360 capsules and afi Dawood ointment ere odinsuo ebenom 360 capsules no na baby yo ya no abomode de ointment na for titu no ye maame mu amokodwa drivers na amobɔ mɔde etu anamo no honam ya no usisi wa jonku obebi ayo ya Dawood 360 capsules no now the Dawood ointment no sha baby a o de sha no so no eyo ya no na aboa manema adeda ye pretimi era ma o pedodo na to a o ro ne chemo pharmacy shop over the counter o ro ne chemo baby a ye tondro bi a herbal shops a ye boa na ndupa no setimi aka Dr. Dawood ne nkasa ya wa ho no be na waboa ma so we jana so 0244886437 0244886437 na 0201681717 Tiramu na Dawood Herbal Hospital yamboa na jana so nindo no de nkofo ebon nsamrane se ye friend is sewini na dro no no a ene agye atuma ye boa na ne madeda di permanent ma ntwa momra me kwere ba pe nei no amuzu p ye beba na ya ba be din come after say ne madeda din no ye remo e wo do kaso ye makaso ye bema obegina brand o ye ba anfi obechiche be de be ya akona e ya amuzu p ene boa ma ne makwera ma doctor amuzu ejuma no bo no ya de a ano edi ye papa edi wakwa na mo edi de amawa o de anese no be remo doc na so ye no aboa heba ne pharmacy show bi akwa o se ma amuzu p ne boro wo fombo so mi bia ye ne ntoare nan ye de ma baby girls no ene darling boys no pedodo na to a o ro ne chema amuzu heba clinic tafun shia so amuzu junction o gibi doc na manofa ne ni nkomo 0247 776743 0247776743 na 0241 988884 0241 988884 ye den ho ye ba ya pe quick ye ramu na ya pomode na nkoma odo na ato aso etimere amamo. Koba na the wadwenche no abane akenkan letimi edi ama Inter Barcelona why na wo gire se ne obo modern wari no yibo boatin from yebe ne dia Barca the unstoppable force still remove. Greetings to Chairman Uso Bempa and Shieso and Samo Boachi Yadom SBY Buchumche and the Eramo Temple Anaba Inter 1 Barcelona to Ajira Jeremia Ben El Clasico is no more competitive. Interesting again because you know already Barcelona will win. They are also a bomb of the 18 Eddie Eramo Kama Pede Emma Nation. Once again, AJ Elvis. The virus will boost my energy for us to score Inter Woto. The Ode Eramu and on a cash out media. Abu, you are doing a great job. Inter will win tonight. Cash out inside Segregina say and Ode Eramu and Douglas. Also Odiano and is one mama me population. Someone watch you live from Chifupra. So Inter will win by 3-0. They are also the team at the band on Timao the Enembra. A bear I can get them. Special baby abo call there. I'm so no them pa. Famikum kakra.
Yanko, then share here for NFC Kura birthday. Happy birthday to His Royal Majesty. 246. Yes, Asante Mayura. And then the birthday tea. Young wish Kura happy birthday. Nasa so near tea the birthday. We deem it a great honor, say. The wish Kura, a special happy birthday.
Yes, special.
I mean, kind of on yet Nakuma Swadi. No pijana manaka see we Kura the Cassio. I'm coupons and pijana gam. Open here we any common young queen. Now, so we see me time now, didn't we street now, Malcolm, but everybody been that time, we steady camp and come Premier League this and this season. On be introduce you about Premier League. They say, yeah, board game now, player, Eshigua. On the man who came here, the camera, where see park, and so be video celebrations and the because a lot of people and I raise concerns and the suggestions. I will say already game now, yeah, boy, I say interruptions be brief. Yeah, Shegu. Now, if a cameraman to America, Missy Park, so and page and Casa some good video, and then the a bit delay, a bit game on necessary time add on. I say about account, but the Champions League now, your name renty, Yendi Hong Kong, Diabenyam Repan will delve into that very much. Now, I said the city. Upon Chekasi about Sona, Portugal under 15 year friend at the age of 14, which I'm a banner called Noako, the amount Portugal, man, or about 40 years, and on 14 years, who said, and then I said, La Mia Mamo at 16. No more ball national team any other. In the next 1 year, 2 years, no Ronaldo Jr. Ebetimi Peja Barcelona. When ya the page to share with the father, the greatest of all time. Now ordinary age, Ronaldo I can't ni dream said on ya kwada we ever bought a game wago promise before said about retirement or retire things and yeah maybe you know and ambient son I can't say obetimi achieve before say retirement in over corner back ever say on any never share the same locker room. Another one and 1,000 go now. Which is sent in Sabeka, and then Sunya the Mundial and so in 2026 for America and Super Bowl. So he's trying to live every dream on 10 before retirement. Obako so Yamusha Kwadan the best of luck. Say 4 nation tournament at Airbus with Cristiano. Obako Akubon Homo de Portugal youth side now. Fast forward, will grow Eddie Baby Room or the national team proper. Now straight into Champions League action. These are the 2 games you anticipate semi-final, second leg encounters. Bakwe and me add much. So the big game there, so Giuseppe Meazza, so Obekane San Siro, whichever way, Obekane Biano. Simon Masaniak, the Polish referee. Yedia Jumana Sen is Kama say Onko Ye Juma. Now, the 2 teams are coming into the game at the backdrop, say Omunina over the weekend. Obia winning the game. Barcelona from a goal down against Valladolid, Ebe winning 2-1. Mekasna Melone at Tikema, Valladolid share first. You told me point blank, say Barca will introduce the big boys in second half. Results. And to think is the 2 teams now ABC and then who fought the previous game ball last week Barca 22 players now and 2 coaches no arrest team Marco 19 weekend game. Barcelona started Pedri and Gerard Martin line up against Inter. Oko Inter Milan already Simeone Inzaghi also rested 10 players and Jan Bisek and Kwan. So clearly tells you say the 2 managers know what is at stake for them and they wanted to have fresh legs. No more Famra and Mabisiaka and it's a game no more Barca for one who hopes near high say and that Abaka some favor Barcelona. Now these 2 pictures on your screen iconic pictures are Barcelona Nibia Obehun for Wibian energy. Now in 2009 Barcelona won treble in 2009. And that year sees May 2009, today in history, Barcelona our club and friends said Chelsea or Mufie to send the Barca Equa. It was a game and our first leg net to your Barca Fievi. The second leg, Barcelona Econya 1-1. That famous Abrantia, the Eddie Michael Ace and the left-footed shot of Bo Edisha Ponas. Later on, Andres Iniesta with also a screamer, making sure that Obey Kalaze Eddie Amaklaba, the Eddie Barca. Barca qualified into the grand finale. They proceeded, won the tournament, EDC or Monaco. At the same time, today in history, exactly a decade today, Barcelona, Bayern Munich for Barca etnefi share 3 unanswered goals against Club. The other Bayern Munich, na Barca progress Edia according to for you ba way in yesterday Club first Chelsea Stamford Bridge, and then the next one will be a kai if you way the bia who Jerome Boateng or the kind and nepepepe exactly 10 years Abrantia first Leo Messi Emma already did Jerome Boateng eternal from SSR grass come. Now the question today everybody is asking is a record ebe favor Barca there. So 2 years now, different years no yes I didn't know. I'm not talking about trouble. This time around, Barcelona HSC trouble because already Waje Copa del Rey, La Liga only did 4 points, and then they have a game to book their ticket into the grand finale to see say treble dream no. So now to look at one other thing here. The woman is a Champions League abakosem. The major European leagues. 5 leagues now Europe open teams or move free or Champions League in all competition or more competition or more chrome any European games or more team more goals manager and the Hansen Flick Bayern Munich in 2019-2020 scored 159 goals. Incredible. Abakosem Chelsea, there hasn't been a single season coach be adding the team in all competition Europe no the major 5 European leagues 8 match goals to say Ajuma already the Hansen Flick and the Bayern team this time around or the Barcelona in 2024-2025 as 160 goals wa better sa record no thinking say ne obetumanya goals ni bi account what try say obabon homode asset record now player back one and he want to say the initial 2 pictures Macam Messi any in yesterday. In the first leg, this young boy here, Lamine Yamal, so many things in the game. Yeah, ball match ni and Abasubodi and Yama Bibri and Akwadiama Lamine Yamal. Now listen to Simeone Inzaghi prior to and then match, or see this boy, one player and the sono Yehu in every 50 years and you produce Subako and Yaba. And in the first leg, Juma or ye ADT team and the Inter Milan. Today they have nothing to do say Ombeko game. Ako try to man-mark Abrante and the Lamine Yamal to make sure they find a way to stop him because the intelligence ekutan say one stop when the game it is going to be difficult for team my friends Inter say Ombetimi a progress Eddie Akobenim Abako sama waye at the age of 16 Econ is 17 and that was screen and today he's trying say Obetimi asenya a second goal Eddie Abuama Club he did Eddie Barcelona Akune so Champions League Abako say this year or 5 goals to his credit in Champions League. Now, open young players are at the age of 17, not Champions League. Omanya more than 5 goals are over Kylian Mbappe, over Erling Haaland, over Raul Gonzalez. But to think, say all these 3 players are Mabo Mujin. Omanya out and out players. Bia Mbappe and Abakaso operate Eddie Finch. But this boy, as a young guy, winger, as a 5 goals to the creditor, clearly tells us that the more than what else any and there. Ye hope he say obet my year Jumaneke say Eddie Abua Club and he Inter. Now, to think it's a Champions League now, year season down wada. Abrante Odao's case so Denzel Dumfries 2 goals. The 2 goals now or say in Kunina eba from set piece. Your boss set piece now no I quick no connected Eddie. Now in Italy this season International Milan has 14 goals. And from set pieces so clearly tells us the Inter are very good when it comes to set pieces. And Barcelona in La Liga are conceding just 3 goals from set pieces. And the Barca are very good defensively, so we defend this set pieces. But unfortunately, team now were conceding just 3. Okobo against International Milan in 90 minutes. And if we do 90, your ball first half new year. There's an Inter team now making sure say 2 set pieces connections. Go Eddie Club and the Barcelona. Now listen to Hansen Flick say today they want to deal with that situation. The reason is here most of Barcelona supporters said Ronald Arroyo started game and the Edema Barcelona. He will be able to deal with the head-on situations and I say free kick area situations at Ebeba Barca 18-year box and Kobanis and Inter capitalizing on that punishment and also this Zabrantia the Denzel Dumfries and not dominance in Barcelona 18-year box in the first leg game at Barcelona. Now another department of the game conversation and the midfield battle between Abrante first and Nicolo Barrera and then Pedri for Barcelona. The first leg I told you I brought The line-breaking passes are the two players. Now, as at the first leg, now Pedri Ekuta 101 as compared to Nicolo Alonso who Kuta 66. So it tells us that in Europe, these are two midfielders. On what they were in their midfield button, what will be the dominance? Team, no, one, who and a team, in the first leg, Pedri won that battle over Branche first and Nicolo Barra. But a game, no, Pedri ending the Barcelona team because they defensively, Oman team are solid enough. Inter were able to get 3 goals past club and the Barcelona. And now another point of talking. The availability of Abraham Tefense and Robert Lewandowski. They call him the Fox factor in the box. The first leg in the match, the difference between Lewandowski and Ferran Torres. Say Lewandowski or my presence the 18 was a typical centre forward. But so they compare Ferran Torres I don't know yet present our box as an out and out number and then on my varieties. So move into the half spaces. I try to make sure he create a lot of spaces for Abraham and Rafinha. And then Akwadani added Lamiyama, and he did that into perfection. Today, Lewandowski is available for selection, but we've been told they say Obenya minutes ABOU are not on start. So still, Barca will stick to any more with Akwadani Ferran Torres. No matter who in the second half, so go and get top for them. They will rely on the experience of this boy called Robert Lewandowski. So in the second half, not any experience now. Now Inter for problem on Benya and how can say and they say. Captain France Lautaro Martinez, although in the first half, Inter Milan were able to score 3 goals without Abrante and Lautaro Martinez. Today is fit, but on also the fitness, na 100%. I've listened to Simeone Inzaghi. Our catcher said, with or without the captain, starting the game. No, or your rest assured said the other players or Maka anymore. Either Mehdi Tarami and Ase Marko Arnautovic and the best started alongside Abrante and Eddie Marcus Thuram on Nimsen. They are equally good. They will be able to provide that attacking strength. Any biter, team beer, and him Edima Intercept. One makes me to across now match. Results now now in the first leg. Dimaku, well, who gave me so? Lami Yama at a point that wanted to retire the old man. And today at their backyard, want to see how our Oberfest or one if you know. My cousin said this season when you're 13 in occasion in European football at the ABOU club. He did Inter Milan. Inter are successful. So we progress at the Akuma. And he's one player. I'm relying much on him. But in the first leg, it was a certain Denzel Dumfries who took charge of Serge Mana or who making shots. Obeying 2 goals at the ABOU club. Your friends International Milan. Harry Mkhitaryan, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and then Bayer in the midfield 3 for club. Your friends Inter. In transition, these 2 wingers, wide positions. No, Ebeka 5 for trying to make sure Ombenya the total dominance in their team midfield to create space and also free on my back line. They say Bastoni, Acerbi, and then Akwadani Jan Bisek. Ebeye free from all the pressure. But now in the half spaces, no Barcelona or Rafinha. They have Lamiyama who will be running into that space. They have done it almost as the orchestra City ahead of Abrante, Pedri, and Frankie de Jong as the double pivot. These 3 players, alongside either Rafinha and Asa Lamiyama, Emubia, sometimes Barcelona in defensive unit, try to also balance with defensive ability. Barca total control. Team in so when you had the midfield battle, winning over club and International. And now you can discuss Barcelona move into a lot of space. Abrante and territory anymore because of how mobile on your central center forward. Move into the other spaces to free the other players. For much and then we've been told he said Gerard Martin but because of experience and in the Inigo Martinez ever called the left side of Barcelona defense. Paul Kubasi, Ronald Arroyo in the heart of Omu defense. Now Eric Garcia in the absence of Akwadan Diedi Kundin Abesha the right back. That is my fear. Say Eric Garcia back into the element 8 stop it Inter for Denzel Dumfries and the other players who will pretty that half spaces no at them International Milan. I can consider Barcelona say threat at the Amatima the International but Ankobanesa I am afraid Barca echo Italy on record ninja. We could think say International Milan so the last 15 matches in European football they are unbeaten. The last 11 were winning Marco 9. Barcelona the last is Barca echo Italy or just 1 win to the credit. Clearly tells us that Barca echo Italy. The more than from then Inter Milan at home and so in Champions League matches like we could or more than so now things that is a game that is going to produce goals, but you enough goals to the first leg. But Andrew says goals are the first leg. I see Barcelona scoring. Giuseppe Meazza against my friends International Milan. But to be very honest with you, unless something different changes, I don't see Barca travel when they say ever possible. I think Inter will stop them.
Who's the Inter?
I see International Milan stopping Barcelona tonight. Game bremu na extra time. I'll not be surprised. But to be winning, I think in my books, Inter sit 2-1 in my books. Say Inter ebe winning over Barcelona, but say a travel extra time. Because these are two teams they will play 2-2. On my boy head to make sure that you bring beautiful football. I go search your catch and say the first leg, you know, or who is sending the best chance of beautiful football, entertaining football like two teams, no, ever to head-to-head action. And I think International Milan stand a chance of beating Barcelona and advancing into the grand finale.
That's it. Ricardo Zebi Biabo called there. Conform form message in Brown WhatsApp 0207543637 on Facebook. Mauzene Dodono Diomo Dia Ramonia Dia. Watching you guys live from Afo. Achiensua Inter Milan will win tonight. Watch out. I'm everlasting. Ajia Jeremiah Ben. Very soon, Real Madrid fans will start compare Lamine Yamal with Cristiano Ronaldo's son. They also the bomb or the other Babylon astonished Ben there. So a bizarre question. I crazy Father Friday or the enemy Saka quality, the designer quality GH. Good evening to you. Abib the history and your crew. You guys are doing great job, and my boys are good watching you live in Pascal Parliament, Confocrum Inter 2, Barcelona 1. A special greetings to my wife, Oyema Quality, and my daughter, Fidaus Ibrahim Quality, our master quality of quality fashion designs, Confocrum, you know, the Fieba, Babi Rama, Vasco, and Kama watch you live from Brekum, Don Fete, the Alonso, Eddie Iran ranking, and never, Barcelona are losing tonight. And I feel my say, what Kiki, Nedi and Osinte all the way. Kwagu, Him Kakre, Nian Quedim, Him Nian Quedim, Him Nian Co.
My Yemaya Kawa, na Yankase. As I'm of you, I have a man said, yes, and your fata. This is a game that Obekase, a very difficult game, of course, a very difficult game. And if you look at the way things are going, you know, Kalako say, sa away go rule na Afri football ni no. Man nyoma ababeye see you one time kakra in this particular game. Why do I say so?
Abamunye day.
So where Inter a defensive team as we know.
Yeah.
For them to go to Barcelona Fakye to score 3 goals. Na waba back to Nikrum. And so about 0-0. That 3 goals no shame now become useless.
Wow.
What was the need for Oko to go all out, making sure say or share 3 goals in the game? When one should go game no go to extra time and Obi and Shibia it goes into penalties.
But onye happy with Sawe. Because they do baby no so not. Zenka Italy team be about home abenya 3 goals in. Can they boom boom?
Yes, that is the reward unya for being brave. Because for team friend in Inter Milan, you name them say they are a defensive team. Because in the Champions League this season, now had a kind of clean sheet or Makipi, the number of goals or Mark concede. For them to go toe-to-toe with Barcelona, take the lead, Barca Tika, no money Barca no one share 3 goals. No, I can say that 3 goals no share no is nothing and fashion Maggi say no one to me and Chigua. It makes Inter Milan effort to call your somewhat not in a good books. But that is the beauty of the game, man. And so it's me, I don't know.
Person champion there, you play to win.
Champion.
You play to win.
This is not a place we play to win. In the Champions League, in knockout games.
You play to win.
In the Champions League and in the knockout games. To set the caps, you play to qualify, you don't play to win. That's the beauty of the game.
Because men sad decision now UEFA for asa now. Me mom that applause no my yard. But my team see me more tin say a lot with the bull play win go.
No, you see, you need to be strategic in your dealings. You need to be strategic. Bibi aye wa brabo ebu bia. I say strategize, know how to execute your plans and make sure that you are getting the desired results. The means that there for me who is me na boa ba o. Na boa teams ni because I never look the game ya both 0-0. What was the need for him to call Basafia check 3?
You see, me na adeba kwa na me kan ho asempa na we ne say you bought major tournament be say. Uze oka tournament amu the pair the World Cup.
Yes.
And you're born on neutral grounds.
Yes.
Odu nya we so hosting ade. But also World Cups you know so no obo you play to win.
Yes.
What you say?
Yes.
Oh yeah, then do not cast you also win.
Now.
You see a baby I to be body sir. But who sa tactics na Italy teams in a patapa. Obama who abeshe two call one no defend.
That's their DNA. At the point in time,
this time play to win.
At the point in time in football, now when you basa fana ko basa bo na buofu di ntia tiki taka when in ho, but that was their DNA. They would play to win games now buofu now to war. But that was what they were meant to do. But it's a good one and emanu enso etimi ekoyi. Bakwaku ene going into the game. Historically, no one should have yes I'm from Barcelona. No one yet. So they were the way the special one that season may Nankasano seemed to be very good for them. And in 2006, they went to San Siro to qualify to the final in a green jersey. And today, if they are going to wear their green jersey, it means it's a good omen for them.
Yeah.
And coming from the back that in the day itself, 6 May, no. A 2 out of 2, and they went on to win the treble. So when they say based on Saturday now, a very good answer the Matima friend Barcelona, and they are going to the game, and they will know say with Sanuana echo so their mom, Umetimiaka say no money yet at the moment, but so flip it to the other side. I hope and I say no. There are a lot of things are MON Barcelona in the last 4 semi-final away games. Barca is yet to win one per se.
Wow.
Some they qualify, but they don't win. In terms of win, not qualification. Now, they don't win away when it comes to the Champions League semi-finals. The last 4, they don't have a single win. It tells you about Barcelona team no, and so and so sure I'm going to Inter Milan fear. Or more we need 1 pair in the last 5. 1 pair in the last 5. And so what team my friend here Barcelona. Nene Nyoma or away games in the Champions League. Say fan of Bibri. And yet 4 no pay the last 4 no pay. I say fan Bibri. 15 times Abasa abo semi-final away games no. Omalusu Mako 11. Omaduro 2. I we need 2. This is not a record. Are you good? And my team friend Barcelona going to this game. And so also Inter Milan for no almost San Siro they are unbeaten the last 3 years in the Champions League.
Wow.
And this our final value you want to Kanema Boma and since OFA Champions League no 1962 to 1963 season Inter Milan for no say more ball semi-final they are yet to lose a game.
About the semi-final.
They are yet
to lose a game.
San Siro. The game ni a game are day. But you possible on a pay a bomb, pay impossible now. These kind of things, it goes to the bench. And the tactics on the day, the lack on the day, and the bat to play. And then and switching war. DiMarco last weekend, and as last week, so your match ran say or your collaboni. And he made sure say every time I will was something that now or kwako yen yedwa. Inteno kram or goes to buy a bobby or goes to buy no. We saw say Inter Milan was able to match up kakra and no kram no or goes to go and match up. They needed to double up on a bunch of Yama, a 17-year-old being a double up on him before say yet to me a single out near in every game. It tells you the kind of normal and the Inter Milan game he's going to defend. Regardless how they played against me, I find Barcelona were away. They were able to score 3 goals. And not your more there. And one more mind to the game to come and say they are going to open up. They won't open up. One say Inzaghi is someone what revive that 3-5-2 system.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of variations and so mostly or more boss 3-back system. Mostly more wing backs, no more defenders. They are so good when it comes to defending. But on her don't freeze near Brante and DiMarco. They are attackers oriented as attacking oriented. They want to always go for it. And only dinner with me changing. And the tactical variation on how to keep space close and make sure that the players know they are very thick on the ball and they don't waste much time, they are to their advantage. They play so well. They don't even care about you having the possession and whatever. They make sure say they won't get enough chances because Inter Milan team Nagasano, they don't create enough chances. They defend well and rely on the little that they get. The Dominia little no pay, you know, said that they are going to score. And today, that is the system they will come to board with. On the bar, defend. Yen catch basa when a counter attack. When we get our opportunities, we make it count. The moment I say Yaba game you basa bono, your man encounter, and that is what they are going to use today. And if they are able to use it effectively, it will be to their advantage. Barcelona, on the other hand, actually said this season, you know, they play the ball with that tiki-taka thing. They will add the physical nature of the game. They will add the counter attack of the game. And they will also add the high line. They will come and press you high, and still when you want to attack them, over here offside. We saw the goal I see here after the game. It was because of Barcelona's high line. And high line this is now papa. So that one will also come. The mistake Inter Milan was over double up on Yama. That would be a recipe for disaster.
And he's almost tries or more decide than
they should leave him for him to enjoy his game.
No more.
Yes, if said the mark on me handle Yama, Augusto Mebo. Now on Timmy so bet me handle now. But if they want to get Yama off, they can do so, and they will create enough opportunity for other players. Okay. Because you can't cut off Yama with one player. You will need to do 2 or 3. And when you do 2 or 3, you are creating space for Omo to operate well. And so Omo operate here, he will get things take for team in Barcelona. That need decisive pass, need defense splitting pass. No, he will be having the enough time and the chance to always do that. Pedro will come. They will double up, and it's going to be a recipe for disaster. They should leave him. He's a boy enjoying himself. He's a talent and a generational talent. You can't get him off the game. Let him enjoy himself. Make sure, say, whatever you came to do, making things tight at the back, you are making it. That's the only thing now. Team FN Inter Milan beat me. But if they want to get Yami off, they are creating opportunities for other players. And in recent times, Barcelona team, no, there are times where Yama is to the party.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a neck could be one of those days. Yama won't be able to come to the party. When you're able to cut off Yama, will you be able to cut off Rafinha? That's another question. So you play to your tactics, you play to your rules, you play to whatever you know say a war to advantage. And that will be the best team my friend here in Milan. Hansi Flick needs to make sure say a lot of things will come. The last 4 games Abasabo in the semi-finals, he needs to make sure say come. Because he was brought in to save the season for Team Barcelona. Save the season because so when they needed a Messiah. And Hansi Flick, however, he's the Messiah. And what Team Danny players be now who are more than man or bono. My name or Kabasa, you are talking about them. Sebasa free more now. And you failure for Hansi Flick.
Or Baba be Jumapa.
And you failure for him.
Yeah.
Regardless whatever happens and Hansi Flick and you failure with Team Barcelona. Maybe the way was Bono gave hopes to Barcelona for or make magic trouble. That alone, and then my beer and no, and so a disappointment. Other than that, what he came to meet and what he's been able to give Barcelona at the point he's done so well for Team FN Barcelona. The La Liga, he's taking it away. Copa del Rey, imagine. Again, he's brought Barca to the level where Nabasa for Nepe. Since 2014-15 season, the Ben Auto Sebasa Idruha. Basa eti Champions League no semi-final ni masun. It tells you say Nyoma kwacho kakra dia mo. Since 2014-2015 they've not been able to win the Champions League. Nyoma Liverpool for the year in 2018-2019 season. Since then, yehu Barca say will do this level. It got to a point in time Barca was playing the Europa League, and even in the Europa League, he was a film. And as we speak, when it comes to experience in the last 5 years, there was semi-final games in the Champions League. Inter Milan are ahead of Team FN Barcelona. As we speak, when it comes to the Champions League experience in the last 5 years, because in the last 5 years, Inter Milan are playing in the final, and they lost Team FN Manchester City. And so they have chunk of their squad. So consistency here with Team FN and Inter Milan team, and this is a Barcelona setup that Uruana Befa was so they do this level. Barcelona Fanangasa news At this point in time, no one knows they will get to this point. Just that they are a club that they know that each and every single town ball. But at this point, Kwaku say in regulation time in the 90 minutes. I enter to qualify in the 90 minutes.
In the 90 minutes.
But I say a core extra time at Barcelona to qualify. Because when it comes to penalties, 6 penalties Barcelona in the European nights. No, they've won 5.
So about you're born in 90 minutes.
That's what we be winning. Enter to qualify.
But a contra on a penalty.
Barcelona will qualify.
Mate, that's it. Why? I'm going to have to do. I'm going to use Daniel MON-FRI. Nana Abranti Barca will win by 3-1. Vasco and Kama watch you live from Bekum Domfete. Omar Richway. Inter will qualify, no doubt. Barcelona fans should accept that. The Obomo DIABY and Ketia Wisdom all the way Barca. No, Tio Coolest Foster. Hi, Abu. Shout out to you guys. We are Inter Milan. And I feel Mazdel Nyakon. Ike Crewford. Abu, watch you live from Tema Industrial Area. You're not so the room. No, Wasiwa Dams. I'm watching the show live inside Techiman, Jakon Community Day Senior High School. From Wasiwa Dams, AK4 News, update on Barcelona. Isaac, upon the cancellation of the away goals, has made it fair. And I bought justice. Or Ricardo Vaz, WhatsApp. Ubiza there. And away goals in Ansem. Junior Gagai, watch you live from a team. And here the Ononso Eddie Ramon and Ash Raf. You see someone who is supporting Juventus is behind Inter Milan and downplaying the cancellation of away goal rule. You will cry or they laugh in emoji a bomb on the to us on the idea. I was the need to also joining on YouTube or mobile went to Solomon or the Enya Kwijo Brifa Inya the Ananchi Clement and Isaac Copon Kennedy Ofusu Ajay Francis and Ani Wise D. And to wait me joining a baby Anabwa Nanema Kuye Petimera Mama on the name on your WhatsApp. My name is Ivansko. Watch you live from Afukenya number 2. Inter Milan will win against Barcelona. The Alonso Airport Dram. Good afternoon. Inter is going to win by 2-1 against Barca from Marcelo inside Brecum and Alonso Airport Modern. Good afternoon, sir. Visca Barca and also Beto Terra streaming live inside Buon no Bomodem. Di Eramu Kama Pa. Hi, my name is Adamu Azui Azila from Onkranza. Barcelona to qualify ahead of Inter. The Alonso 18 no. And Abu, good afternoon, please. How are you guys doing? You are looking very smart and simple today. Pastor Ike, Church of the Lord Brotherhood, me sofrono. Papa, me girize bibia bokwa nema eko kama pa. Hi, Fakye, good afternoon, watching you. Bani Dino wentimi amfamba. My name is Misel. Watch you live from Asawasi. Barcelona is going to win tonight. Barca today, a special day for us, which is 16 May. And we are going to make history today. And Tiano ye the odeba ebabi ramni adia. Maestro, yenwe na yenko ni adia.
Mamenchi Azure was once. Watomen Krase or Azure. Azure.
What we are as our boys in Chumao.
Aswanse in Nanano. Atomen Krase or he showed it. Azure the boys now will see letting it have a church. But I think it's a night of Champions League semi-final game between Inter Milan and the other side of FC Barcelona. But DIABY, there's a history when it comes to Inter Milan or Muremo in the semi-final stage of this particular competition. They have history when they are always playing against Spanish teams at San Siro and as a Giuseppe Meazza. But then in the last 25 games from above, against most of these Spanish teams from above in the UEFA Champions League semi-final, I say even in all other competition when it comes to UEFA Champions League, this is Inter Milan who are thriving very well until 2019. The side of FC Barcelona were able to capture with that particular moment. Xavi was able to beat Inter Milan Giuseppe Meazza by 2-1. They stopped that particular unbeaten record against the side of the Spanish teams meeting against Inter Milan Giuseppe Meazza. But when it comes to the UEFA Champions League semi-final, there is a history. Apart from 1964-65, Heleno Herrera took Inter Milan into the European Cup competition in the finals of Mutimi Ewini back-to-back. They went ahead in the 1981 semi-final and they were able to be evicted out. They went again in 1984 semi-final and then they were able to be evicted out. In the 1999 semi-final too, they were able to be evicted. So the side of Inter Milan has crossed most of these particular moments to the semi-final stage of this UEFA Champions League semi-final. But then, in most of the 7 attempts to meet Mambikino, emu 3 penalties successive enough. Emu 4 penalties successive enough for Inter Milan for them to advance into the stage of the final in that particular UEFA Champions League, and they've been able to go ahead to win emu 3 and emu 1 penalty losing in that particular finals, for that particular period. But then when you talk about the last time, the side of Inter Milan was losing at the side of Giuseppe Meazza was far back in 2022 when they were in the group stage. And I said when they were in the group game against Bayern Munich at that time, that Julian Nagelsmann was coaching this particular football club, and they came to Giuseppe Meazza to score Inter Milan by 2-0. So that was a record that Omutimi Eseti Edema at the side of Simeone Inzaghi, Giuseppe Meazza. They stopped Giuseppe Meazza, and they stopped the side of Inter Milan, Giuseppe Meazza, and they were not able to retaliate when it comes to so almost either a consolation goal and also almost equalizer far back in 2019. But against the 3 biggest Spanish clubs, it was Spain, against Atletico Bilbao and Atletico Madrid, they were able to score Atletico Madrid, Giuseppe Meazza by 1-0. Against the side of FC Barcelona, the last time Barca called a ball draw, it was a certain Simeone Inzaghi who was able to actually capitalize on that particular moment. After 2019, they actually sealed that unbeaten run against the Spanish teams. It was a certain Simeone Inzaghi who was able to stop them by that particular draw against FC Barcelona last 2 seasons. Giuseppe Meazza, and against Real Madrid Football Club, they were able to have a point in that particular group game against Real Madrid Football Club in the UEFA Champions League. So when it comes to the UEFA Champions League against most of these Spanish clubs, they are having a good record against them. But then in the last game, Giuseppe Meazza against the side of FC Barcelona, they've been able to score 8 goals against FC Barcelona. And Barca has been able to score close to about 4 goals against Inter Milan. In 2010, they scored the side of FC Barcelona by 3-1. What check it about in 2018 and also in 2019 FC Barca. That was the time Barca shared the side of Inter Milan by 2-1. Barca met them in 2018 and it was a 1-1 draw. Barca side Shomu BM in 2022, and then the side of Inter Milan was able to score FC Barcelona by 1-0. And the last game, Inter Milan has been able to score a huge number of goals against FC Barcelona. So it is telling you clearly, although when you check about the working rate and attacking force of Inter Milan, they don't score a lot of goals against most of these Spanish clubs, and I said Barcelona. But meeting against Barca, they've been able to score 8 goals as compared to FC Barcelona scoring just 4 goals against the side of Inter Milan, Giuseppe Meazza. It tells you, this will be a classical match, a difficult match to game. Barcelona will have a great thing to do against this particular side. But boss, so we will check it in the last time. Inter Milan at Giuseppe Meazza was able to have a huge ticket. Giuseppe Meazza, it was far back in 2023. That was the semi-final stage against Inter Milan and AC Milan. Take it in the UEFA Champions League semi-final. Giuseppe Meazza was close to about 12 million euros. Ticket sales Inter Milan. This particular night, breaking that financial gatekeeping fee at the Inter Milan Giuseppe Meazza, 40 million euros. It tells you this will be a classical match against the side of Inter Milan. But then in the last 15 games, Inter or San Siro and also either Giuseppe Meazza, they have been able to become unstoppable in the last 3 years. Apart from the side of Barcelona scoring them by 2-1 in 2019, they become a solid rock against most of these games. Obetimabo, San Siro, and also Giuseppe Meazza for them. And the last 15 games, they've been able to get close to about 11 wins and 4 draws for themselves. It tells you, Inter Milan at home, they are a formidable pointer. They can easily score you, or they can easily get a point against this particular side. It is telling you, they can easily do a lot of things against the side of FC Barcelona, meeting them the UEFA Champions League second leg. Giuseppe Meazza, but Hanomno will become a tactical point and with them Ediamo. But the starting lineup a bit Inter Milano will become a 3-5-2 tactical system. As Simeone Inzaghi will try as much as possible to make a lot of variations. So Bastoni will become that left centre back and also that left full back on the side of Inter Milan. Akebi will become the main sweeper, and Bisek will become that particular other 3 back with my support to Akebi and Bastoni in that particular defensive structure. And then Jan Soma will become that particular goalkeeper with the side of Inter Milan. But when it comes to the midfield, DiMarco, Mkhitaryan, Canhaglo, Barella, and Dumfries will become that 5 compactable midfielders who make Mabo. Emu as an inverted fullback just to support Mkhitaryan, Canhaglo, and Barella. If you want to Inter Milan to make a lot of progression into the attacking third. But when it comes to 2 attackers who make Mabo on the side of Inter, Marco Thuram and Lautaro Martinez will become that 2 definite strikers. They would lead the attacking line for the side of Inter Milan in this particular. But when it comes to the side of FC Barcelona, there will be a lot of tactical changes for the side of Hansi Flick because of he is having a lot of injuries and having a lot of people at the experience rate or more that kind of composure for them to carry the pressure. Inter Milan a bit opposite on FC Barcelona, and I'm thinking say Inigo Martinez this time wouldn't be played as a left centre back, but then will be shifted to the left full back position for him to be played over there, and Arao will become a left centre back. Pau Kubasi will remain as a main sweeper in the die-hard defense of FC Barcelona on one case a defensive structure, and Eric Garcia will become the right full back position for FC Barcelona. Frankie de Jong, Pedri will become these 2 pivotal players to become stable for the side of FC Barcelona. And Enimuhon will become Rafinha, Dani Olmo, Yamal. Dani Olmo will become a central creativa for FC Barcelona. Rafinha will stay in the right wing forward for Barca. And then Yamal will become that particular left flank person with a lot of overloads. Edem by the side of FC Barcelona. But Ferran Torres, whether we like it or not, remember what Doc said, Timmy coming back, but then it will be a decision for Hansi Flick to make sure so Timmy had to say a lot of things for the side of FC Barca. Barca Flick will want to have a lot of tactical movement for the side of FC Barcelona. It will become a good omen. Said the last first leg on Montjuic, it was a tactical display by the side of Hansi Flick when he was able to make sure that Szczesny will become a main sweeper who will actually open up the compactable mid block and also the compactable defensive structure of the side of FC Barcelona, making sure a lot of things are the 2 central parts will try to create a lot of overloads in the right flanks of Barca or Makasa a fullbacks position, just for them to carry and transition the ball into the attacking third. But then in terms of transition, they will have 2 pivotal midfielders. Either Frankie de Jong and also Obitise Pedri will come close the zone 14 just to carry the ball and also to protect the backyard of the zone 14 for them to make the transition very beautifully for the side of FC Barcelona. But I will check the positions and the orientation of Simeone Inzaghi. Faso press against FC Barcelona. Faso press against most of these opponents. It tells you he doesn't press with either Lautaro Martinez and also Marco Thuram in the zone 14 of the opponent, but he pressed with either Federico Di Marco and also Obitise Henry Mkhitaryan for him to press and get the ball, make sure to create enough chances in the attacking zone of FC Barcelona. This is it. So Di Marco will become a left fullback. Pressing very well. No, creating 2 versus 1 situation in the right hand side of FC Barca or Mancasa a position. Then you get Barella and then Canhoglo who depicts that particular zonal marking zone against Pedri and Frankie de Jong in the midfield of FC Barcelona. It tells you this will be a competitive game. You wouldn't see the side of Simeone Inzaghi who will try to play the 5-3-2 a bit more open up wide. No, or the 3-5-2 still Clark TF, and then he's trying to make sure that the 5 solid midfielders will become compactable in the midfield. So as you can see here, this is the kind of transition and the kind of triangular square that the side of Hansi Flick will try to depict in the die-hard defense of FC Barcelona. A lot of transition. So Makacho said Pau Kubasi this time around will also try to carry the ball, will also try to possess the ball into the attacking third, but then we'll have a lot of combinative passes with Obitise Jules Koundé in that particular right full back, and will carry the ball to the side of Frankie de Jong for him to progress the ball beautifully. Because when it comes to progression of the ball, Pedri and Frankie de Jong, they have good progress of the ball. It's Obitise Frankie de Jong, and Obitise will make a lot of things. But then Diogo de Possession will make a lot of movement in the midfield of FC Barcelona. In the Diogo de Possession, it is 2. Either so carry ball vertically in the attacking in the central midfield attacking third of Inter Milan, and also be open up wide. So steady Hansi Flick. The moment that Inter Milan baba compactable ball, he will try to make sure that the Diogo de Possession tactical formation will be ensured effectively in the midfield of FC Barcelona. So check it right here on your tactical border. This is Obitise Frankie de Jong who try to progress the ball, but he will make sure that Obitise Dani Olmo a creative in attacking third of FC Barcelona. He will come into the midfield of Barca or Mancasa midfield, and Obitise Pedri will be in the standpoint for him to get the ball and transition the ball directly to Dani Olmo in attacking prowess. Then you get Obitise Rafinha who be shifted from the right wing forward into the central midfield just to create 2 magical squares in attacking side of FC Barcelona for him to progress the ball. So Hansi Flick will try to make a lot of things for the side of FC Barcelona. But DIABY, look at this particular three, percentages. Barca a lot of overloads at the right wing forward the home. The side of Inter Milan a lot of overload the further central midfield, and then Barcelona will try to make a lot. Inter Milan will also try to make a lot of overload in the left hand flank. But then Sebastian a lot of things are check your hand on more this particular thing that shall do a hand. This FC Barcelona, Lamine Yamal trying to pull up a lot of things. Although say you create a lot of space here, but Lamine Yamal will try to unbalance the defensive structure of Inter Milan attacking prowess. Because of say Lamine Yamal, he gets 2 versus 1 situation for him to get the ball to himself and for him to carry the ball into the attacking chair. I'm predicting since Pedro a fine game like this, so a lot of positional passing to attacking chair that Pedro will make an assist for Rafinha to score this game. Barca will qualify.
Barca will qualify.
Yes, Barca will qualify.
Scoreline be Ohana.
Barca will share.
Obako Inte.
Obako qualify.
Obama scoreline Diana.
Scoreline. 2-1 for Barca.
2-1 for Barca.
I have a solid faith in Hansi Flick. He will qualify.
Obako qualify.
This time around, he will break all records against Inter Milan and then he will qualify.
Mate, but I'll say the mind show. That's why I say. Maestro.
DIABY.
Maestro.
DIABY.
And you know you're the mind show. Now, about the team here, the Carmen Cop, Namene, Nyakwa Bronoma, and Ninkomo, Fia Muzu Heba, Clinic, Comasue, Simadu. Now you're ready and all where Nyakon, they Yabo Cordia.
Adam, T. Onyashe goes, said your kind.
Why in Yashe goes?
Maestro. So I don't know the more.
La be ball of crowd, Bulu, a question in Chivia.
Wait.
Almost.
Eh, now so the my. I want to know Ghana no man who is in any fancy.
I Luta na ze.
What's in any fancy?
Ricardo, when equal idea consolation no.
Oh, okay.
Or one good on the share.
Oh, okay.
But our carry there, Ubiabi,
and you are telling him.
The Luta there, or some could cry.
Oh,
not your toes that you could also, or Lucia Woody.
Almost funny too. What they are done, Casa. I don't know by any board, and so but I do feel the nine. I'm to top up. I suppose for Monty.
Remember what 2 for Montreal second and kind of about training a bed, the Bacacobono.
One someone spell it for Chama or Moai. Mufilam the TV Naka.
I'm with you for a let's hold it the much.
Yet you don't come there. Sheer. Yet you are one man. Your mamma, you giant, you were mamma and Casa.
Akunya would too.
Oh, I will buy a number
baby get baby. I feel never bank.
There, you were
Simadu.
Okay, Simadu, and then a Benada and Winty, a Yababo Amuzum Como. Now, said a meme quarter to papa, so I was out to so a papa, so on Pemudia, like a Sam Beccasi. There's in Vasubia, so. And we are seeing now, me catch them will say. I am also more faithful in some muka crab. Emma, when I know. Yes, the Biani and Num light and only young Conadian one say would dash us and I walk. I told that to boss dochiri ni black mamba neka crack. With so many say be a honest and say be a good one bisano. I did a good way a normal a young henana. Would be son no cassa yana. Biana Bemano or when young Nemuya dear, but of very say or Becca. I was why a romantic, No Dimika Koto Amuzu P. Nibi. Nya Fen, I woke up on to Quaco Blemushe, Chester or bit treat, and I was wet treat you. Because a memano, 1 minute time, say I am mobile session near Mebisa. It's woo or bano. I had told that, yes, I don't know. What's on the shore, Benny Mono, the Ayama Jamuni, the idea was so, and near man, yes, Amano. Achokoto amuzu pin and me bisa so sorry one bidie onsa bele e roba no cap ketwa na no ne de no mu wunya bi se adre no enya nwunu next week e ba e be cha cheers adre no enya nwunu enya hwe eno an se wo nom na anom a wutimi dwonso pa amuzu pi enam yade adro tatahwe be mai wo honkwam wa no kofom na enam yade no gono no etene wo so dodo a eno na ya na muduru mpam anoma me aye mobo no boss and yiri hwehwe ni mu pa so no asene ne kwachi bawe aso ame na boa bone no otimu mpem wo no hwe ne yiri be pa cho kopa amuzu pi wate na emwa wunyi na mu yade bia emfiri wo wasom beto wa mo asan abo adwuma yie u bisa wo ho se na amuzu pi menya bi wo he wokọ heba shop wokọ pharmacy wokọ chemical shop be bia be ko bia wo se me pa amuzu pi yare na acha wo so no to 4 na fa kofie na sha asese wo nom anopa wi anwumre na watobi nso de ama wo hu kani no a woni ni hia enna no na adurei ye woniema wudu bi wo mu a ama na ye powerful efise be ma bi ho no mu a ye kan bebrebe no onya symptoms no kra onim sade a mi komu eye yare wei na ebo me nka ye eti wo ye be ma tie me e bia jana nse wo hu kekawo wo sha tade a na ase de wa chi kekawo honam kekawo wutimi ka so obi kra ntiti mouse aboa bi ta ho a me pacho say ye too much hu se wachi ensansa bi begu wo na nse ne ko wo sere ho bia wo be ma ho aye kan ye ebegu wo no mo ne ko a e wo se wo yem show se bibi bo won ka ye wanya enemu yade afa wo bedwu nso a na hu se wo black mamba no emu ye oja eye wo ja junso ni ba ni nyina no junso so ye de fa feelings wa kan se ebetwa no bo se no akon awati ko asa no ma wo hram no me pa che se wo de ende eba ebetwa eye den ye eye wo ja e wo se wo yem show se ne mi hia amuzu pi ye se boys ne se amuzu pi nom to obo onum a wo nom abo ne ho ban ti onya ko ho a onpeso obete ya wo na e wo gonomu no afa bi a hu se wo show aba ne mienu no ya ne mu aye du na ye wo ja so dan so na honhon no te se pompo no me pa chow e wo se wo yem show se enemu yade bi e na ebo wo nka ye no be ma ya wo ne wo be hie mu a instead se wo bete de no na wo te ya wo hia amuzu pi e wo fie ho na die nti kura na wonko wo sisi e ye wo yasa adure ye de 20 na haban no eni ni yini ni dua ni nyina doctor de ye eno na ma aduro na ye hwam no na 20 na die etimi ye bo nipa ene se etimi ma wo sisi ye wo ya no efiri honom etiba ma bi wo wasimi sisi ye me ya no de kohye ne bed me pa cha okoto amuzu pi ni bi na sha ase se wo nonom ebeboa wo pa aduro bi etise akobore Dr. Amuzu ba wodi be hye mu nyina no ene se akobore no ebetu gonowi a ache gonowi a wafu abembe be wo me ebetu ase efise sa haban no eye very powerful but bonus e wom ni se wo bo woti gono no osori anopa kora onte se ni bula matari ni peja ni mu enti se bia wo de no onte ne nka akomore ni be ma afedi obo hu se wo te wo be ma ne nka obo a sorry sa wo so koye adwuma msro ma ho 1 month wonum phone ni wi a no akoye lab yesi afedi oye okay ansana akoye bi me pa cha akomore no na ebo amu ate wo be ma nka sa no eye du papa e na me kanfo ama wo oba bi honum otie mi obisa na wo se na me kura no se de me wani monyam be ma bi abefa me anu wagya me on se wan kasa oba ne pampa bi wo ho akwadwo nso a na age wo ho wo kwadwo nso wo wro wa mo ase wo se pampa bone eti be ma ne wo kohia na e wo na hwini musa no oti mi kura cancel appointment no ama wiska wote ko obeye de obefre no won fa biem wo bo so oba bi ani sisi bo wiem se tete won poma na be ma bi ntini hu jai kura okasa ya na chese ye ya ama no wonti ase nom amuzu pi ni bi na ntwe sansu fi no de po ansuo no efensu ogonowi na ache wo so na ama ehonom pampan bi aba honom a amuzu pi be twe firi honom ama wo so anya nimonyam na haban a ya saade no eye nyamedua etwensu fi pampan bone yeast no efiri mass na afede wawo kama bebo honom a wodwai se koto bo se yeast ni saa ye no yellowish bi saa no oyiyi ni de keka ho e wase wonum adura wo kra wo hu bi e wo honom eya du papa amuzu pi wo chale de bia me se entwen se wo be yare ansa amuzu pi no wonnom anopa wi anwumre bo se saa yeast basa no ebe firi wonom kra e ma mu de amafa firi program ni mu no na afa etie ba me mi wo so on se ye fre aduro bi se ensuo ja ate se wonfie kɔ nani mu no e mema pa na prostate na jeje mu etu fe wo beduru ba bi no wo se junso de wo afa wo ya ema obi won so kro te se junso de no obi ho ana ne ho afɔ na che se junso ne non stop ya wo na ti kɔ e basa me pa cho ensuo ja no bebo wo prostate mo ban na wo amuzupi ni mu ti aya me recommended the my papa no mu a wo makon kan se nye na mu yade mpo nko a nom na fa bo wo prostate no ho ban fama me amuzupi ensuo je wo mu no doctor adwina wo de hye mu nyina ne se empamo enkekaye te se mo aya na mo hwo ase keka mo nya se bia wa anyare wo yie wo hye wo boxes no kra na ekeka wo bi ti bi kan na atwi sa no de ne sa hye ne to wo ti fa ho no mo no abrante papa o ti ka mu kra na o ti da bi o ti bia na o ti papa me sroye enti bi na scratch and win o se wan na twam e se yen scratch we ni akowi ni me pa cho je tie na kokoto amuzupi na sha se wo nonom ensuo jabi wom na epamo sa enkekaye no ye kan wo ba bia srama ne seso atin fifire won should the same thing inji capacity de mu kekaw wugina nipa mu ana wuti me pa cho ensuo jabema echen nako but bom prostate mu ban sa ahaban kro no a na abo ama be ma mu ho aye den ankasa wo mpem sesi ameka se Dr. Amuzu o watafo nhia so amafo egu ho a wo hye wo mo ehonum na wo kwa ye di mfidie hwehwe oni padua mu na ye hwe mo gya mu hwe se wanya gono wanya syphilis afi be ma wo ne wo yire pa wo eno de mo ba ye hwe wo nkwamo ano ebia yare bia betena wo so acha ma wo sperm no emo ani nyina ni ti ne to nyina tete ni fifi kura ate aka ho eti wa yira kwa wafom kwan woni ba bi oni nam ye hwe nkwamo ano ni ehu se at that time no kura ye test wo sperm no emo ano sen kura na ye active ni nyina ye wo doctors wo ho a omo yesa de ni etwa oba ne scan ahwe na wodie mu ahwe ni mogya mu nso ahwe me pa chotafu nhia yeso ye frɛ wo Amuzu Junction ya no afɛ Dr. Amuzu ewo 0247 77 67 43
0247
67 43 enti enne me bekanfo Amuzu P no a ubenya bi wo herbal shop ubenya bi wo pharmacy ubenya bi wo chemical shop be bi etunto no bia ukọ atofo na wato bi nso e de ama wo ho kani no enya nwono enye hwe omode ane pick up ketwa na e de abelese mu no na fa hwie ma ne nom na no pa wie anwumre ma me na wa obewu se wo ye oba a wo mba ye no ebesisi so wo ye be ma nso a bo se yare ni nyina beko ama wo ho ato wo wie a ye vim fa vim vigo ekone kokoye lab afi ye hu se bibia fi mogya mu a na onsoso you are good to go kai se be matiase a ne be ma we eni se ewu ja
wate weda sepa abrono manyako memo akosi atwen why enti no ya Amuzu heba clinic amaso ye ne kokoko rama na ejuma doko bono ya dia no edempa make camera say you say kakra good afternoon Abu Inter will win over Barcelona tonight. Greetings to all of you. And I'm a Goma inside a meme. Prepare Chrome not if you ever Baby Ramewa. I'm a Kanji today. Barca 1 Inter 2. Hello Fakye TV. I'm Goka Richie from Bogo. So Barcelona is winning 3-1. The other Baby Rano Barca will win today. Kaba Nedia also a bomb more than 80 Ereba Baby Ramo. I don't know. Say hi. My greetings to you and the crew. If Inter win this man, then there is no way for PSG to win the Champions League. The way for PSG to win the Champions is 100% sure. I'm Kwajo Links from Sehi. You also 18 year fee. Kuku Krum Nedeba Ebabe Ramu Ewarum today. The work Messi can do. Lami Yama is doing it tonight. Well, I'm funny dinner room. Hi, good afternoon. I'm Ishak from Kintampo. Where are we called Krubasa? This raining today. Hi, Abu. Greetings to you and your team. I'm Sir Lord, watching you guys from Abesewa in Ahafo, North South, East constituency. My darling club Barcelona will qualify tonight. Greetings to Honorable Frederick Champon, Visca Basa, Obomode, Edra. My name is Ivan watching live from Kwame Danso Basa all the way Visca Basa, Obomode Editor. So Abu Dhabi. This is Dr. King Wenchi Mono region. Inter is winning 1-0 against Barca. The goal will be scored in the first half, and that will be the winning goal. They are also Etimi Eddie Eram Kama no. Good day, Fakye Sport. I'm Solomon watching live from Akosombo. God bless you and your crew. Please let your crew explain why team is tactically favorite for. Let your team explain which team is tactically favorite for tonight? We shall watch a fantastic game tonight. Barca all the way. Can you add me to your WhatsApp group? Yeah, the work and one man. I'll create a man. Egan Egg from Mina Central Region. Today, Barca is going to win by 2-1 against Inter. The Alonso. Good afternoon. I'm Fred watching live from Barcelona to qualify. The Alonso. The whole world versus Barca. Barca win. It's your boy Omar Company inside Asin Fosun also. A team Eugene from Dodowa. Barcelona is going to win by 2-3. The Alonso. My name is ACN from Doma. And ACN, the other free Domano. I'll say enter, rent this game 5-1. I don't know. But let me say Inter no. Nah. Akwakui. Yeah, Mobile any deal Krumao. Hi, good afternoon. Fakye Sport, you are very super in terms of sport. Inter would disintegrate Barcelona tonight. The football goals are on their side of Inter Milan and ideas from Honey Time District. Thank you. And you also a team Edeba Ebabirano. Good evening, I'm Bajo. Watch you live from Offenso. Inter is going to qualify. And Barcelona will win tonight by Nidino one fan. But my name is Kweku Samini. In Figueres, Barcelona is going to lose by 3-2. They are also a bomb modern Edeba Babi Ramu Ewahanon Papa. Good evening, Abu. Today is my broad birthday. Please help me wish him a girl's birthday. The name is Sensible Man from his brother Peter Nas. They are also Eddie Ram. Good afternoon, senior. I'm Samson from Jamra. Barcelona all the way. They are also a bomb or the good afternoon. This is Zakaria from Ejoso. Being it 90 minutes to extra time, Barca is going to win. They are also a bomb or the area. Names and messages, a don super. America, Iba, community, ya dying when ya call 8 near the Abana, Yababi Remna, a Fisem, Atwaso Kama Pasono, Eddie Amana to Tiana Daddy. Nana Abroso Lighter from Aguna Shedro. Barcelona will win by 2-0. The other area mono Vamus Abasa Ali need the other fee Kumase Eddie area mono. Good afternoon. Minus from Abuadze. Barcelona will win by 3-1. Barca all the way. Joshua need the also a team Eddie area ma Ebuamane Daddy. Hi, I'm Padogo from Techiman. Inter will win 1-0 against Barca. And I will so need the I'm Javi from Akontombra and Quanta. Barcelona 3, Inter 1. The also no. Was it day Sarah Richard from South Central? So greetings to you guys. You guys are doing extremely good work. Inter is qualifiable. The nation sport pandit. The also a bomb or the 1882 ya a Bohamane Makoye Peramantino. Mamena Mona Comra, many Bamanaze, Maidu Done Freeza, said Dawson, Papa. The other way about still be ever caught now. Fisenia Bosona Bidafono, Abomodin, I heard a cacra. A large Baba shower, Kuchazero Suana, Yedin Komoba, Kumi, Rubina Dakidia, Atwasedama. The other way a Kobayape, Yedidake to Asedamamo. kwa ba ba juma di kese no so still yera so tima ya boy juma timi era mana yambo Sunday on the 11th May yeka de ache mame for wo Ghana nyina se atonsa afrom exanze Mother's Day nti Fakye TV party with mama ni nyina mo no emu de ye papa ya mame mo abrepa era na omo abomoden etimi awe ahwe ame ababa bedu sese tie no era nuanu media afari ato yon se Mother's Day ni du e wo se e fada no na e baba ye de da na be ye de a e wo ze mame for wo Ghana nyina na ye tonsa from no omoba e ba be rom ye premises ani ani omudidi enom esan di asa ti Sunday de enya re keto akra o pe ya yo Kumasi Bantama ye ne presby asori ne die me donko 1 p.m. pepe okwa asori sa time na wapon na ma me forum aba be gro ma mombra gatata odidi no na onom na oju ani isan se mabre Mother's Day no e was a mudi na ya kono na bibia etimi ekoye kama pa etimi ede ema na dwumade no ene se de munche mu ni city ere be ya na chese enye enko ene hu behia so nso awo fie no ye de number bi tudwa obefre mo bia wo bia no na wo de aboa bi wo kra betim de bibia ba se yenje odo ma me bebo ba ya bodin ni abomodin a present etimi edi amana iska so a obetim de afa na ya bomodin na yetimi de ashijuma di no kina na ekraberenti frɛ number yi na nkomo bia ne mpemfo di 0266 303733 0266 303733 ofra na ya bomodin ene we di nkomo ne ma bi na ase embefa ze mo a watin tomato ni ade a yebetu anamo ne ya ba be fa na aboa manema koyi etimi edi amount me pacho Sunday enya de keto akra oye maame nko ade a qualify so nso beba aba be run baby girls no money darling boys no mo fa mo maame mbra ha na Sunday no mo mane mra magine ni wo Fakye TV premises a di abofo bi adaro management de ba muzu eba Arimbolt Midima for Herbal Lovers Bar na fe no Kia do gas Assassin natural mineral water di Sunday de is a kroma be de pa pantamu ano anije ni bibia no wo ani chemu enso ewo na chese Fakye ha na baba beju ani amantoto no adaye kama pa so etimi ede ama amunsem no ye de edan wona nema akoyi so ro etimi ede ama na yenko na yanko yanim ne hwe sere nema lisi etie the national under 20 nra ejo mo na so eche Senegal ebo meka bakwa Senegal mine omo entimi antitini aboa amanka krakra ye konkode nko yanima ye rese bibia ebekoyi kama so no etimi ere amaye na ye gyen na so ne abo edwuma no na ntoto ye no adaye pa etimi ede amaye to her game no ye sere nema esi etie a Emmanuel Mensah ne go ba ko no hye ne no an ye krikrama eboa magana tutu ene deda ye kama pa etimi ere ma ya yenso ne yekɔ etimi yekɔ fa dawe na ya konkode akɔ yanima bibia eda ye so etimi ede ema ye no nso echi no woro ani chema to focus ya Kobe Jones abomode di nkomo bia uti nkomo no dia mo jeze house wo behia se ne ye befa technical director na waba beka na Abubakar wata ho ne omo etimi aye adwuma bi wa adwuma no mo residency konemze eya junior nsama ano edin ye papa eno so yenko ne nkonkutie ne nkomo no se ro si di no ne nsem ne nchemu a obomode de tudwa
ye problem ayo me eni de bia me kan wasam ye defensive midfield to rely on and attack and a technical direction nso no o see system ada said we be kan coach no say be ma watara ko technical director so one because for me what I'm seeing me feel say MY sa na ma we na ya de was team no pay for no hwe yen keep boys we yen fo bi meka ho and I know they will come go
oye command ya ba betudwa no edin ye papa na no pa vra se briki de mamo wow o call the national U19 na coach of the crime Zito and I coach Jeremy Mo but ni ensayaba edwuma na je fini sem de Hamza Mohammed Albada wababo edwuma na de amamo na se za nkomo we ni ho nsem no ehu pa peme de mabro no ntia amate ne cheze krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko a move ne ade no ene me sa kotrega sa issue media ba na me ni nkomo bi nche o de tia ze o za gadia lo krekuri efe president na nei or handle pay friend Kaibzito na me za nkomo didie no amu ne manager no ebi fechi ni ade a na nke wo ze se na me na me handle wa yididi nkomo no kwa e wo se me tese o me nipa ye kwa kuru ama ne ade a
na esa me lead
conversation no na me hu za as a manager no me de fa ne ade but am nkomo na wi pe na nkomo didie bi so ko so a per the mate on the man share out the daddy and other crimes to the joining Crobia Commercia Santa Crop. Permentia no crowd as the money jatty and some of more friend no crab on a money, so I'm joining Kotoko. Says at a moment since BBA TV. Two wrestle and Yemani see Conan Common see a tia. A BB no answered up and the daddy non commodity no and answered Uncle Yiri or check baby a dream self da. Any Juma no your mom lose or master tea, but no more call when you bar. Any said the name is see Conia, they did not. As ever as Uncle Modidina and we pay no. Nay said the name in Siam to 2 years near the Adeno. Now there's a Cotoconia and 19 in Kabumuno. A moon is a family be near the Adia, and Tina was it. And they know Ijaba Kumia Soba Kum the Bridge Mania. The Arteno, they are Martin, the 70, otherwise. Are they?
Ah, so the old church Mina be Judy in Kwana Karazwanadi. Say, I get the case of Vagana, Juman and Toromia Catholic, more than Bongo. Aha, Mintasia. The castle on Fab Jeff Edman and Toromia Catholic, Mongo. And yes, step ahead. Say, no, may communicate now. Communicate. I have a first one communicate. Look at me, say a Jan Pine because of a Fakotoko, Jumakotoko, Jumanas, Tibia, Unia sound mind to welcome Kotoko. I don't get a second anadi. Ah, why not? Oh, anadi. Say, Sadia, anadi. Say, Sadia, get anadi. Say, sounds of my catching ya. To what in were Chilean son of Obe Fakotoko Jumana, no one can't in a cat and yadi. Now, Obino ye Jumana, who make him move, there's also a crown of. No, no one or bad, I carry to a cassette, or Koyed more to training on Cass or yet more Bushino. Was it, yeah, if I could do it, was this Cora Cosa. Yanomir and Tali and Marimame and Willeti because I may cobaby. Na me no nim commercial na me ko na se me yetu no babi na tumi kata se me ye adwuma wo nwura mu dia say na say waje adwuma se me ko ye adwuma design no ba akira I'm taking coach Karim to by his words also was starting training no Keto Kraku Fere Kacha and say identity wo ye adwuma babi ho afusa oza no e bia sa time na wate ba dia tiere say me the me matino me report the what ya na me no the president asem no ansa na coach ife ne bona mane who say on the ntia in teams akese no ne in teams na nkasa ngenu ana ebere ba ere no tie ere na kejo kreko tie ansa na over crap e bi mi follow ka ja zo obi ofi ho ala obi okotokofi na me tro say so who the ntia teams ne ebere no what is Abdul Karim to join Kotoko they have signed a contract with you look at the time my coach Fere Kacha and zo bibi edu na ejuma na me be ma no me diri zemra so ho se me call for new challenge na every president net say nipo na wo leaking some information koye sa call konkonsa call keto no ono na ye great the service to rule Fere Karim Zito ba ze bi so ono so ye we ze na ni free free dem ba say ni assign a contract na so ni ya so adwuma ba bia ya adwuma awu sa de na assign na me adwuma na ba na me adwuma na ana ntina ya kwete meto sa na de me sign me de ma sign ma de me de di ma de we so na me so adwuma ba na mo o je ne man te o say men kai de but last year baby oh ma de wi a ma didam me ko ba na me da so adwuma bi dada so enti na obi akwa na de na wo de wafo akiri no akwa akoka Uye panina si yenu dia no a uko ka kire hwan ehun hia mfa so ni so me de na me nim say under 19 na ya no ni papam because Kotoko head coach nya under 19 coach how at the moment I be free Dreams FC so we developer no efa Kotoko so we technical director na Kotoko no under 19 say you adi me na me ni ya ba wasem ya uka chem de sa ne tie se de me jud na ka etanya de wa nya de enye be so competent you know yi na de o no, but it could be say biswa. Me matter report na me catch up. But every president very or Kotoko zizia say the name Mexico na. Kotoko betimi agi league, no betimi agi FA Cup no. And na 19 no, prepare so me ko baby. Bia on concentrate fully. Yes. On Kotoko no. If it's based on the me so me rewura ma matter me so me tell. Me no ya adwenti ma fa ne me edu no say ye based on say Kotoko adwuma na so, Kotoko pe league agi, Kotoko FA Cup agi, Kotoko dia. Obekọ Africa. So you need concentration. Inti kohona koye adwuma no problem but you based on the fact say Dreams FC na ye waja me hokọ me na manage you mante asem bi before so sa de ne de enye based on competent na wapa mu wura no sa de keta anyade and Karim Duto so anyade wanyade in the sense that so be your manager cause be manage one manage you life yeah so every single movement before na go back kuma ka be Kotoko ni be chem no na so market ya we to am na anya we sa de na se wono so no bibi kakra enso atechuma ho Banini Namuno, Kotoko coach, the only under 19 coach. Kotoko coach there. At the moment, I've owned the Hansi Flick, the Spain national team, and Nunti, Yan football year, and may funny say, the Wakanini Nano, a said Kotoko Jumaninti, oh dear.
For 2 years, coach Araba World Cup are married for announcement and signing Spain for Pam.
Yes,
so I was almost on far respect.
Of course, and Tibiani, based on that, you're pounding the arm in the game, but the only touch on that is idea. Nene, na me issue piles with more, but I'm penny for Kruman. I am an on Nakakra. Yakaso ye penny, I penny. Say based on secret, we free cat, cast and watch. Say carrying to a sign contract private and Nico Toko dia. Ne say information leak you. Sadi say and you. Bakwaku, what take a key notice? I had here.
Daddy.
Young Kruman on. So your head coach. Now would near Mount. Any of the national teams near Maubia or your assistant coach opo from phones up at Catecon. Only show training guns in Incomo, but phone so pass a call. Hey, or drop of funk will be a man so. Said the old mom information. So I'm highly informed. Said no more cost back door no so could be the reason why I came to Shapamono. Because Kumubia among folks who did it track. Assistant coach Ukruma, among Yajumo, Conconsafita. And no one of you,
assistant coaches,
many of them, almost soon,
times coaches name moving or more call my assistant and call for a brown
Kruma, the national teams no.
Okay,
national teams no. Okay. National teams no. Assistant coach near the moment. We 5 you see who are a move for Conconsa, they are not there to work, they are not there based on merit. They are there to give information to people.
Head coach Jumana.
Yeah, the one who told me you.
Concern
just to make sure we're keeping a job. And it's the more reason why we are suffering in this country. When we say you are an assistant coach, you assist the person. When things are not going well, you assist him. But had the or no bed no or assist to Bani Timuno, as I Lucinian Pamo. Or Quamas I could team concern. Guardian and yet. Bobby Jones as now come.
Quick, now my shubra, on your bib number 1 comfort teaching.
Has a for no more fancy. Or one a penny and a sign of my 2 more. Or one a pay. Because some of our presence, you're well felt. You know how can I bet you? During the heart of folk, open here for him, point to going anything on Benny. When your coach at the baby, we need game and watching to his own pay. Oh, pay. But when your fans are mono, come away, Mama politics and cloud no judgment. Now, supporting team no wholeheartedly. Or be a supporting no based on Minue free, Minue, no supporting panel. Namo Mammo present field, Namu TSC case and Mutina. Mukas my befau. Answer number 2 about Bassa. No, La Porta, Sebatamus over there. Say, so we are social. Nothing said, each and every single time will say. They pay something to the club. They give something to the club. Go to Inter. Last 2 seasons, last 3 seasons. Omujesines are talking any good. I am from the fans. They were supporting the team financially, not with them in penance and with them in penance. Only one
okay, but my shoe, Brahman, issues on what's it or on day. Conforms good so call for say UK win Kwa dear, MSC Ruru Kubi. As I am UK win Kwa dear. The last name could dance so I was called consider now list. No born any game no Jinan and National. Last season, a go this season 13 goals for the lead. A man in Kubi, you have friend or more, a man in Bobby, a league, you know.
I think the DIABY. So we heard the performance of Stephen Amankona. With the past 2 seasons, to me, will leave you up to expectation. Wachese or a quality striker, so will lead the attack in front of a club or bar at any moment in time. He can easily score a goal. And this season, the kind of goals I watch, the side of the club or bar, everything be our local league, or a high quality striker at least. See a friend in the Ghana Black Stars. That's when Timian command the starting 11. That's at least opportunity. Not usually the refugee senior players and that's what they learn something from the national team. It will add a little bit of experience to his football career. It will add a lot of experience to his football career. You hear the local players here from the Mako national team. You hear the kind of influencer the national team in your career. So, here Razak Simpson. Your friend in the call, the Ghana Black Stars, I think on 3 times on the occasion. Eddie Razak Simpson, the first time we call, when you had the required minutes and anko no betiminya the Ghana Black Stars national team camp no. But then your friend called the second time because of the kind of experience Unyae national team. When he came back to his club, that was Nation FC, he was able to deliver. Oba, I think the first goal share was a free kick, and that was Nation FC against Bechem United or so. A standout free kick to Timmy share the man Nation FC. And Ubia Timmy Bonabaso say the kind of experience when you're Black Stars, a bit Timmy Bonap airport, the likes of this Samates, right fullback guy or called the side of Ghana Black Stars.
Left back,
sorry. Isaac Carford. When he came back to Samates, he was playing very, very well. He was playing, you can see, say Isaac Carford born at the confident level and everything beyond a speaking of volume of the football career and how he is able to play on the field of play for Samates. So to me, say Stephen Amankona Echo 4 Nation tournament UK. Nasa Wankonye Biambo, Nasa at least or understudy the growth and also or understudy the patterns and everything be across with the Ghana Black Stars. Now or understudy every experience be obinya Ghana Black Stars add a lot of influence to his football career. And so back to Onwan Kasane boyhood club, so back to the club Ghana. A bit enforcing for him to learn a lot of things because still no man minimum or you're very, very good on the field of play. But then Akania Makakranka Kribia, he will need that kind of experience to build and complete him as a professional footballer. Because what you the core bonds here, these are some of the necessary things that you will get as a professional footballer to complete your status. It's all called broche kobobo. That's our brother who say, "Oh, lack a lot of things aside from your talents, oh, lack a lot of things. A bit to me, ain't me one my own year complete professional footballer. I think say and a bit my hand. But with Karim Zito issue, with the side of Kotoko, GFA, and the Honor, what I believe, they say, Obia or manager who see to the event say, Adibi Ebekoso, day-to-day activities, day-to-day administration of your life beyond your manager. It is either your manager inform a lot of things about you, and I say, Adibi BCB who inform your manager. With Chrome Hanum, there were a lot of people among managers or manage you. So unya dealer or best friend and manager say, as soon as CBA friends say, bet me handle corner the amount. Because you are my manager, I want you to play that particular roadmap into even in music, your road manager. Somebody say, I'm going to pay shows back. See a fair artist now, but director shows in the road manager. The same thing in football. But you should say player because sign a contract without the consent of his agent. No. You should just say Mourinho. Nansia, I mean, that deal na cost was Saudi Arabia 50 million euro per year. Many shows the agent at one not just say Mourinho fund the agent on Aquafasa deal. The agent be informed Jose Mourinho say our interest in that particular deal now. Say because within the football club no coaching with Dreams FC now. He should bear in mind say wadia tum say papa a friend say Ketu Kreku and the manager. I was saying any kind of respect Emma Ketu Kreku, irrespective. So a FA president, because as a FA president, you Karim Zito, you are even privileged to even have the FA president as a manager. It's a big privilege. I know Yenfa football sentiment biankum, a big privilege to have Ketu Kreku as your personal manager. So to me, we believe so we are grateful to your manager. Now so Kokotukuma and Tokotoko. Why name say Ketu Kreku on Pekotoko? Why name say Ketu Kreku on House of Folk? These are the two biggest football clubs. Said two football clubs where Kosu in Ghana or no Ketu Kreku or a band that some qualify the Champion League Confederation Kappa. Second to one of my band the Obe say Senkrofu we call many Ghana football na man for airborne so boss mintimi Ghana football ni Senkrofu we call many my beti mabuame. Now the internet no one or no one kasane personal clients bakotokwa and into bubu funu ka say wa pamune free under 17 many shows sound because of say lack of communication now cause between and the management of Ketu Kreku or FA president. It seems we are also elected as a second vice president. So we are close to another say only need Jinkumu Yansan Auba Kotokwa. Chama baby a Ketedu. You forget about the Ghana football icon. Baby I would rather metina say baby or work for his personal interest and for his personal accomplishment in life. And baby I would do no Karim Zito in influences something part of your football career and that's your football coaching career. Anya kotokona se onu manager ofi se accept me mo se bia na se am wider Casablanca bi ba ontimi emma sadi ni enkoma wetin sadi na kwa ma so to me maybe who say kotokoba na oba no ontimi make sure say odi wani baako and I say ka say odi wani baako he to am ntimi ne possible ain't mean possible in this particular one. So Kotoko na person when you full concentrated focus na person coach Kotoko. Some kind of concentrated manner coach Kotoko. They leave an assembly because an assembly in juvenile, position of 19. And 19, sorry. And no company another project to create per se onya sound-minded coaches on which may develop a football from the juvenile, position, to the main national team. So Karim Zito, a lack of communication.
Mate, I'm a 7 hard dream. Pabi. Around now 20 now, I finally can call you. They qualify for the knockout. The moment videos on the Adiana, you Ghana, Senegal 1-0.
Coach Desmond Affair name ranting about so. I'm a believer, so I still believe in the project. Any Juma Desmond Affair, I am interested in his case. He is the man for the job. Since Yedi and under 20 nation is and will prove beyond reasonable doubt, say he is the man, say or assemble players he has that total control over them, irrespective of challenges. Onyaye prior to this tournament, I sat here and said, say I believe in him, I trust in him. I want to see at the end of the tournament, say upon the challenges, a good coach is a coach when the going get tough, say near at the manner he finds a way to salvage the situation. And then yet say Barcelona Basso. Hansi Flick Basso. Say Hansi Flick at the Barcelona air trip we call when him and before he put praises on him. It is not said of a far a jeering Barcelona side and he may flourishing and or do a drew of a far Barcelona side who were struggling. Then Javi I described a crop of players in Kutan and they say these are not boys are obeting you competing. But the manager approves a good coach is a good coach. And as a coach, and materials are man, he tried to get something out of them or the annual results. And Barca Copa del Rey, they are in the semi-finals of UCL. They are trying to win the La Liga. Such managers not team bomb. So now challenges by players still be no here. Nensan come, but they are now by here in that situation. Even when the going were tough, which we prove a point. In our first game, I watched the game against DRC. After the game, I said. The first half was okay for me. After saying take anyway, and in the second half it was abysmal. I wanted to see the reaction, especially when we were playing against the big giant when it comes to African football in Senegal. Don't forget they are the defending champions. It's such team. When they were watching the game from minute 1, echoing the last minute. Ghana scored the first goal in the early stages. When you look at the build-up, Abdulaziz said before Sebo and Nekokrako to Jerry Free all lobby to the final play, Amananya the go Eddie Amagan, and from there, Senegal for any but the coach was able to make sure say me in Kanwa, he managed the game throughout the 90 minutes. I had a pick point. Now, any DRC 4 point. We have a last game to play against Central African Republic. A draw qualifies. Even the Ebet lose, they qualify based on how the other game results. But we should not take chances. Meaning the motivation our camp and how or Kasache players influence we say about every game with same mentality, same energy. And when I trust him, I believe in the boys. They say kakra in 2 games. You can't say a tournament that sometimes is slow status. Yeah, but on momentum I have that strong belief in them. Say in our next game, our last game, we'll be able to get the results and be qualify. Now other games now by the knockout phase. No, yet Messi take it in the semi-finals. Every book automatic sport or the World Cup. Now correlations to the U20 team. Any manager friend say Desmond Affair for how to full go home.
Abi woro chamba na mama
no problem.
Why me nim renti mama hwe na me ne coach Azero inni nkomo kakra me ze tournament ba ko a oro ani chie mo bono mpatam a ekoso a ya na depe wanchi homecoming no and this time round Japan na etimi akoso eti me ni wi na me ne alaje wi na fe ahani apje mu ne akwa ko je bia boko de na wanchi so ne ma dida sen wo
wanchi boko.
But this time around, now you didn't come last time. You was in a wow consortium, no, and a bombardier tournament. I am body Jimanino, ma bombardier, Baba Bisuma, more than Amaboa, Nanyama Daddy, via firm cacre, and no net to sense and share.
So, I really can't, no, that's a woman, my quantity. Now, tournament, no, in Siciliano, wow, Oberwin, and our host too. But, tell you, Monsieur Organizer, no. As a near man could ye, and a matanasi who said, was a meba na meba na dwumadie ne kama.
The from ne Connie Bones tournament and Casa one or Kukrama and ancestor or best answer.
For now, dear, Sana Econo.
Okay. But I'm homecoming also now, CC and on Senate City. My own share my idea to na kwam na date na matches and ne hon sese no Senate City is ya.
So homecoming no na me ya adoma on the 6th. Na salada no. Na yebese dwumadie na ase.
Okay.
Rep your JC health work after say free salaba no na nyimbre na de chinye on the 7th nso na dwumadie no bekoso na anopa e be kwakọ donation after donation no na yakwakọ che mpanyifo after that na nyimbre 3 o'clock na match na akoso na chance no ya ni blekumfo no na ebo but ohwe Ghana Premier League na fixtures no last match no be on the 8th if no so no na da sala no e twato na say ye ne omobo mo so mo players no be 90% nyina si akan o GPL no nti ya tu na ahye after sala gala na ebo wi on the 16th Monday na any brekum for na abo na on the 7th no de ye ne kumasefo no na ebo
na the commerce professionals and ba when chinya more the 7th June venu ne ye sen hihye bi ohun mayehu venu ne ye hin hihye ne te say
venu ne ye Wanchi Sports Stadium
okay
na venu no match ne bekoso nti mpanyinfo ahodo na abeba Alhaji ABOU Lamin former board chairman Emma Kumasi Asante Kodoko
okay
na Isa Amadu management member Emma Blasters onso bebabi na all time top scorer Baby Jet Asamoah omunyina ba de omani monyamba be tadwumade na achi.
It was last time my boy when she all stars and all the professional players no ba na Felix Afene Jamo and other ones be more come on. But I mean this time around also my NSA you be your professionals be on beba down.
Oh this year the boggers no kora bebre na ba.
Oh okay.
Owusu Bright osi akan was Sweden. And a boss man national under 17 no ka ho bi. And Felix Afenajan, Omunyina Beba, Ali Mohammed, former Accra Lions captain, Obeba Bi, and Seidu Mohammed Alligator, Brekum Chelsea, Omunyina Babisi Akainibi.
But meaning finally the Obeka, there are chop more here in the Wenchima, Yenimzel call Mohona, Nano ye buy Zedana, or more Boji, so many idea, the meaning the Obeka, there are chop Manaba Kuminubia Bechiana, Maja Mwako.
So I will wait here, Mefa Kwanya, so Miami Wafa, Alhaji Idris Mahmoud Medoki odi oye bandahene yedin si akonja so wanya 10 years nti odi na fashe kese o wanchi na me ya aduma on the 10th na dwumadie na doso Miss Banda wom na football gala nso wom na Kurubi festival na yebebo ayonkofa kansie Banda eni zongo na bebo mpanyimfo bedi kan asi akan 4 o'clock Thursday na dwumadie ne beba so na nyimbre so no omo amobbo regular footballers na omo so mo si akan e Wanchi asro tef ne so na match ya Miami boss Alhaji Mama Fiura Fiura match ya no na Haji Mazboni mechi omu nyina mpanfo ne doso na mechi omu nyina Chairman Aziz nchi asoro nkonkoma na Prince Mazboni onso mechi ani ye na VC Warriors CEO Pound Sterling mechi omu nyina
Mati medase pa di bibia also ebeba na yaba do djumani adia
for homecoming no aba be duru kom hostel aye no wan fama
sama nyame ya do ebeba mene PRO na beba Hamza yedi munyina mo de ebeba nyame ya do ya di mo
Mati were e Wanchi homecoming no ne kokoko di homecoming the next month djumadi no be de pa abita odo na ebebo mode na yetimi ede abemala da bia boko de na house nkomo bi wo ha
na house nkomo wo seja uka ze trefo na dede ya koto ko hunu yesa ya be mesina no mu na adua na last week Sunday bit park week back no twam enye adua na ma kire mu ka ho asem o aside
oh okay
enja so mu so o mabu ya bra isu almost 3 points in the fala. Hey! Ja. Ya board run mo ji mo ni. Draw bo ho te say win.
Adu dina ma ya je.
Tu say my meresa.
Enye mre.
Na mo le ko tse mo le ko to board run mo ji mo.
No, wo so babu me.
E wo mu fiu.
U ai.
Allegedly, it's a modern uniform.
A modern uniform. But see, we draw Bohaunya, it is like a win. Massa, also I shall so 9 with over Caramana 5. So nothing in your debut.
When you get so much, man, some 500. Yeah, we didn't see the house, my Meru. You were Zuba. There's a French for the Nasamana. That's what Castle Commission will do with you. No.
I did very fun and Nasamana.
French for the Nasamana. I want you to say, I don't call you. There be I don't know. But RCC, Ashanti region, Chama Yetete, or the Habase, Nano in a Kotokobo, not supporters, most of them are Bamabu. What I say, Tiase has a Kotokobo, preaching a year, Kumase to be precise, not form. By Estella, you will have supporters as Stella and Omina Vim. Pompaye, dear, so may they bought him the Pia or Ashanti region, Omoye. Ashanti region hasn't what that supporters and I say. The whole guy, the national and the Baba, but Ashanti region, they all that supporters must say near Ashanti region. Would there be a Gakai, yeah, with the boy. Tim Nankasana, the Nra, Omu Briki, Omojoma Home, till the 3 p.m. and no Zoom training. He says, so Jankorana say, Omunko 3-4 days here. Oba no more edu. Obi an control no. But o campo dia o control the diet in the bibia. The American koda no me training nene. The betwe say nyame adoma koto asante koto go bia next match against Bekum. Chelsea no na say e dey atoa so. Na Bakar watara misira wonyere no. Wonyere no na okika no wo form dodo. Akwete mame mambisa.
And so the bass hard.
Hard pa. Ti ha supporters ni na no. Cause you see, so has lusu ya kamebe. Kan confirm so me sen kate ha no.
No correct.
We say so de na MON-FRI. Ya amo akwete fota amo na bibia fata wo. Ya bodro kura wi kura mo so munya penalty.
Amzo munya penalty.
Masa, ye di ese na Brazil boni no. Ayi de obok bokotoko no. Fabio Gama. Ye no omu kuro ma o yes ta bi no boni 19 order ho. Eji penalty ma omu. Omu shade chinya wo so sheda.
Ala yo kale.
Kotoko has 3-2 Kuruma. Second goal na offside. And the GTI has yesu ye. Ade chena mo kase bo wori mo se clean se jurofo nyina se to an offside. Etinyo mo nko na mo akotefa da nye kotoko fo nko na bibi fata wo mo. Ball no de wo mu na aba. Nsema mo kika ne de court da ho bobo medicine after death.
The medicine after death.
Nipa wo wi na de dura basa genom. Referee apon de wo mu na ba wi. Papa with the man called French for
medicine after death.
Medicine after death. The people we are, some reasons will call and see. I don't know. Mammy, people, no. La Proca, cash, was a club to Ghana, then Groovon was a mabo. Club to Ghana, la player, Compoku, attention le monde. Pondre qu'on Pierre le mot le soir à Moumouye. Quoi beaucoup? Penalty. Uka kwa sa krade yenye sa. Oui, et Buntuku Express. Club de Accra, la player au CCB, la prison comme pas Pierre le mot le soir. Au CCB, c'est un man of the match. Non. Il y a bon ambassadeur, et puis par la suite, il y a un enfant encore.
People as we don't have or they are called now.
Tell us to go be using now.
Ene kotoko siempre sadi nyina mala. Obobo bu yes ya na governor na. People as we do have encore. We a Pierre Connor Pedier. La coachie de Amorin de la Manchester de la UK. L'habité Fédération Autrement Petit Laco Obremois. Aussi, coach Ambo, you are good to mono.
What you like to do?
Say, Amoreno, the Merani, a movie.
Hey,
a movie, a good to mono. Papa, the MD Chateau. Hurricane de la UK sera là où tout la sion qu'on conçoit. qu'est-ce qu'il y a là? Mouvier de moi, violation, offre la main au bridier. Nano, hurricane. Wa bobo wiasi nyina twa wiasi ho ahia. Onye kapoda. Nano mo ne Bayern Munich. Omo wi ya no o hyase. Anka ne na mesuniama. Niama kuntan. Baya siemi. Be ko moribo.
Eke nyo an oto ne.
Ai oto no no. Wo ka kwase wo se sara wo. Afurumba fe ni asa na homa.
Ya lad baba sai.
Papa hey Zubade ni.
Bi wala ba ye.
Zubade ni. Wono di abriya na de ba.
Abriya yeko.
People mo hina no.
Yeko.
Au club to Ghana, la Zuba ça la visité de la Adakojachi, promise l'accord, moi en paye de l'argent beaucoup au de mois. Puis pendant ce Keme boss, ni le Keme boss commencé. Zuba, King Zuba. Nano oko Adakojachi no promise kotoko. C'est ce mutimisha asia. Play be 1,000 Ghana. People say when you be who Kenya. Onansi wada. Ukakwa se osi buaka ni sim.
Ukakwa se osi ayi.
Buaka ni sim. Kako ni ntwa so osi asi boso.
Alaji.
Abriye na be na me a.
Alaji.
Zuba
na buaka ni sim.
Maso a buaka ni sim. Obe ni keme boso on hwenye. Enye boru no be di akire.
Ti no pata bu ti okomo
pata mama sa ba yi owura ba yi sampa be ye hu sa asembu ebi kotoko ni has boy na sampa ti ase na sampa ye de no we came boss we hwehwe ni mu odura da ko jachi esi boss
alai che omo na ye go
mame ko wanchi banala ami chia me offer se friend Adams we no twika kago kai bi ko akra ne maame haja hawa banala obusuafo o chia o mani
mate
na maame chia wuro be fe na jima so pamade o wanchi hotela ajima be chia no be da sepa
mate abi yakọ
nyame o chia me bana bi nyata me operation bi o say super zone small bronga half and no mbo final so say kene tastek so say kene twena manfo na 5-3 on penalty na 1-1 5-3 on penalty so say kaji trophy coach John Down so ni made and one na me di no nkomo say on the day under 20 boy ya oboy echi Dennis on na ede ne buy and we winning medal na dey gold medal dey am so say has done an incredible job for us to say cause you both say team na but now ko attendance so yan coronation park so you for say the last time omuhu be how to work against Bofo last 2 years this see omuhu be that unya baby mfa asa 3:30 p.m. na coronation park security for na kwakwa
omo se match be no mu crowd sa
how to work for Patano last 2 seasons
ya we ne wo mo ya we ne kotoko ha
but share attendance to school games. I just school for one if you form na ye we league match.
Tastek dey be o mo boko fine e dey aba hono Sunyan Coronation Park no mo nya ho adwuma.
Enye crowd say na no nko Friday next go mo fine na
last time so to ye no.
Said na crowd over the state of Coronation Park and dey money but enkwara na exhibit quality football. And if you say that was agina attendance no. Let's sit down.
Are you matter why? I mean, me na so. Mama nya na me ko chene ba na aba beto aso. Ere ma pemya bo cha. Ye be ba no pass 7 to 8 area. Ye be chance. Wo mra no me nsan bo ti ma ko eso no be bo da pa mu. Ye da mu nyina ase. Nya me show bibi o jepene. Ehwe adwumre.